Oh, rats.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Oh my god.
That's a rookie mistake right
Oh
there.
no,
Chat.
no.
We gotta leave. We gotta go. We can't do.
That
It's so
explains
embarrassing.
why the
Start
It's
chat
so
has been
embarrassing.
so silent. Nobody said anything for 16 minutes. Think about that. Not one person in this chat.
chat.
I'm blaming y'all for that one, chat.
Whoa,
Y'all
whoa! You're blaming the chat.
No,
No.
none of y'all wanted to
God
say,
damn.
oh, wait, shit. Hey, because I'm looking at it. There are people here watching. So someone could have spoke up. Oh, my God.
God damn.
Yeah, chat, it's your fault.
I blame y'all, chat. Y'all should have listened. But what up, y'all? We're here doing Letterboxd. We were talking about a bunch of different movies. But y'all didn't hear that. So, goddamn, that was all wasted. Holy shit. Jace. Boy, the movie what was the movie we were just talking about? Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were discussing Deadpool and Wolverine before about that coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm excited for that one. I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
worried. I'm pretty worried.
Really?
About that one.
Worried?
Yeah, no, it's just like we don't know. Like we just don't know anything.
Yeah, nah,
I
he's
feel like
right.
we don't know.
We ain't know shit, dude.
Mm.
Like the most we know is that, oh hey, look, Hugh Jackman is gonna be Wolverine, and that's pretty much it. And it's like they're gonna merge Deadpool into the MCU somehow, some way. They're probably like, I don't think this is like gonna be the last time we see Deadpool, because like
Definitely not.
from the looks of it, Ryan Reynolds likes the nigga too much, and now he's in the MCU. Ryan Reynolds is not gonna pass up the idea of Deadpool meeting up with other things, with other superheroes, and Deadpooling it up. My only issue is that I don't think it's gonna be good. Like,
Mm.
I think the people behind it are confident enough to where I think it will at least be good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually. I kind of like that we don't know anything, though. I can't lie. I feel like.
I mean, there's some mystique there, but at the same time, it's scary. You know?
Yeah. I do feel like they have shown everything in the trailer, though, even though we don't know anything. Like, I feel like they've shown every set piece they're gonna use in the movie. Like, I don't think they're gonna move from where they are, just based on how trailers usually are with like Fox and stuff.
I got you. I see what you're saying.
I've actually been avoiding the trailers. I haven't watched any of them.
Ooh, wait. So do you not know? Wait, man, do you read X-Men comics?
I haven't nah. I had a Hulk and Wolverine graphic novel once, but I never really got the singles of X-Men.
Just because if you haven't seen the trailers and don't know who like the main villain of the movie is, if you were like an X-Men fan, I'd be like, oh, you're gonna like it.
I know
like, if you like
who the villain
comics
is, but I haven't really seen their stories or the stories involving them. That's really it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that because they are like the main antagonist for like my favorite X-Men story. Will they do it as good as there? No, but
yeah,
it's like there's zero chance. But I don't know. I think it might be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll admit I am excited for it, but Marvel has been in a weird spot lately for a while, so it's just a question mark of like, I don't know, could the mojo of X-Men '97 rub off onto the movies?
Maybe.
Like that's what really.
Maybe. I do have a question because everyone here has experienced both eras. What do you think What do you think's better? Where Marvel is like post Endgame to now, or like where Marvel was in like the early 2000s? Not counting Spider-Verse because that's the cheat. That's
Things are definitely better now. 100% better now.
I do think they're better.
I think people forget how bad it was back then. Back then, we were getting Madam Webs every like 3 months.
Oh yeah. Well, we had Daredevil, Catwoman,
Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance.
Elektra. Oh my god.
Damn, they made Elektra. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Bro, that was a question mark even when I was a kid. I was like, who the fuck
Like
asked for that movie?
movies?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, before like MCU Iron Man shit started pulling up, like early 2000s superhero movies were just like booty butt, like not good. Like
With
weren't.
the exception being like
exceptions are like like the first
Batman
couple of
and
X-Men movies, Spider-Man, like
Yeah.
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 But when they started doing other heroes, the fucking Fantastic Four, they never can get them niggas right.
That's insane.
Oh
Like
my God, that's
watching
wild.
those movies after reading like Fantastic Four stories is insane. Like like it's night and day. It's like I don't know what they were trying to do.
I don't think they're ever gonna get them right. I think it's gonna be a curse. I don't even think there's
Ever?
I don't.
Really?
Think they're ever gonna get them
Jeez.
right. I just
Yeah.
first of all, especially with how like really bad CG is getting, like I've never seen it so bad. I just don't think they're gonna be able to pull off things like The Thing and
Mhm.
the flames from from Johnny. I just don't think they're gonna be able to pull it off very well.
Interesting.
So then the question is, do they
haven't
go
thought
like
about
full
that.
CG, or do they make like weird choices to mask that they have to do CG, like they did with Deadpool?
It'd be like the whole.
In the fucking Wolverine movie.
Yeah. I do. Yeah, honestly, I think I feel like if the CG doesn't get better, it's just gonna be bad CG. Because the way it looks like they're gonna do if the Fantastic Four is like they're not gonna be grounded. Like they're gonna go to space and like other dimensions and like other planets, and like it's gonna be like wackiness from what at least from the impression I'm getting. So it's
Yeah, I think
either
it's a
gonna be bad
period
CG
piece.
or good CG. Yeah, I think it takes place in the 60s.
Yeah.
Like
they
the
said it
one
was gonna
I
take.
drew.
Yeah. I think they
Yeah,
said it's
so-
also a different dimension from the main MCU.
Oh,
Whatever.
great.
That's stupid. That's really dumb.
I think. Or it might just be the time.
He's right. He's right.
Oh no,
It is, but
stupid.
I don't. I think it's only stupid if Secret Wars is stupid, because it makes sense why they're doing that. But if Secret Wars is stupid, then yeah, that decision is stupid.
They gotta change the title of that movie because I know the hell they're not doing Secret Wars. Then they can't convince me that they're doing that story. I need to see it in theaters.
They're planning to do it, so I don't even know.
Do we
man,
know if this is gonna be an origin story, or are they? Just
No,
gonna
no.
do
I
the
think they're
origin
already going to be
story?
established.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I was worried because like they love to do origin stories, and I was like, please, thank you for not doing another Spider-Man with Tom Holland origin story and just him being Spider-Man. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, we know. Like, I think Fantastic Four is kind of in that like middle ground where it's like I think they could do an origin. I think there's enough people who don't know, but I also think there's a lot of people who do know. So it's like, but you don't need to do it with Spider-Man. And you don't need to do it with Batman. Those are the two we don't need any. We don't.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. No, but about Secret Wars, I don't know. I mean, I know they're gonna try. I feel like they're gonna try to do it, but it's like being like, oh yeah, we're gonna make a burger, but we don't have onions or bread or lettuce. Tomatoes are coming next week, and we have no meat. So it's like I don't know what we're gonna make because we don't have any of the ingredients to do that successfully. They could just introduce everyone that's needed for that, like in like the next few years, but I feel like that's rushing it.
At this
I don't
point,
know.
at this
Well,
point,
no matter
they
what,
had
it's rushing it.
yeah.
They shot themselves in the foot. It's done.
The thing is, they were supposed to by this point have like those young Avengers and such already established, but the main thing was a lot went wrong. For one, Chadwick Boseman died, and they really were trying to bank on Black Panther's success. Like they really wanted him to be a big leader of the next phases for a while, but you know that is sadly is passing through a wrench in that plan. And then they wanted, and they also wanted like Captain Marvel to be one of the other big contenders, but nobody liked their first movie, so nobody cared for her. And Spider-Man, he's holding it down, but now he's gotten reset, and he's kind of the only thing people would look forward to in the MCU now.
I kind of hope they chill out on Spider-Man. I think I'm feeling a bit of a over fatigue on Spider-Man content right now. But
I get
I'm
that.
just it feels like we're getting a little crazy right now.
God,
Spider-Verse can end, and then I'd be good for a good 6 years with no Spider-Man. But Spider-Man fans, they just want more.
Yeah, that's
I
me.
get you.
Yeah,
love
Spider. They just yeah, because it's kind of weird because Sony wants to keep up with the demand, but at the end of the day, like let's be real, who the fuck really wanted a Craven movie or a Madam Web movie or a Morbius movie with,
I mean, actually, I
without
kinda wanted a
Spider-Man?
Craven movie. Craven movie. I mean, if you know about like Craven, it actually would be pretty cool. But like seeing how Madam Web and Morbius went down, it's like, yeah.
I think,
You can keep
yeah,
Craven. I ain't
I think
Craven
telling
no
these
more.
stories, yeah, I think telling these stories could make really good like film based stuff. But I just don't think as movies they would. I think like because Marvel did that special presentation thing for like Werewolf by Night. I think if you just did that for like characters like Craven, obviously Sony is not Disney, but like if you
Mhm.
just like did like a smaller scale, like short
Oh yeah.
for these guys, that would be way better. Obviously,
Yeah.
they're not going to do that because that's so expensive and money, but like that would work better than like trying to make a movie out
I
of
mean,
Craven the Hunter.
I don't think it would take that much. It would cost. I think the movie is what costs them way more money than just doing like shorts and stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking the actors. I was thinking for getting the actors on
Mm.
board because
I,
the
I
actors kind of
think
expensive.
I'm not gonna fake with what happened with the Fall Guys, where that movie was like $100 million, but just for a
Mhm.
rom com, and it
Yeah.
mostly is because the actors'
Mhm.
fees were too high. I think
Mhm.
more and more people are recognizing maybe we could just go for some unknown talent for a while because some of these like celebrities get a little crazy with how much they're charging.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah.
this is I'm like that movie did not need $100 million budget. It's a comedy. Like, how do
Mhm.
you make a comedy movie $100 million?
Yeah. No, it's a lot. I don't know. It's funny because since '97 came out, I feel like a lot more people just realize that like because in my opinion, at least for me, superhero fatigue isn't real. It's just like bad superhero fatigue.
Yeah,
Like I'm tired of
agree.
mediocre movies.
Yeah.
I think if every movie was great, I don't think we'd get tired of that shit. I think we'd be ecstatic. But it's just that like very mediocre projects that I feel like were made because they're like we should have this project, and then they're like let's find someone who kind of want to works on it, and then they make it, and then
Well,
it
I
like
mean,
turns out mid.
I think the big thing is the thing that really, like, really led to superhero fatigue were the shows. I think the shows
Hmm.
did not help
Yeah,
at all. I think like
I agree.
you're asking a lot to have fans watch 8, 10 episode season where it's like it could be 30, 40 minutes per episode. It's like that's a lot compared to a 2.5 hour movie.
Hmm.
And I watched Multiverse of Madness, and I never watched WandaVision, and I still really enjoyed Multiverse of Madness.
Hmm.
Like I
Makes
still
sense.
enjoyed that a lot. I
Yeah.
thought it had an identity, and I hope that they're realizing this now because it seems like they're maybe pulling away from superhero shows that are MCU tied.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
They're getting showrunners and stuff now. Like
Yeah.
actually having them be like their own dedicated shit that's separate.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
if y'all, I don't know if y'all seen that report that came out about how they do those MCU, how they did those MCU
Yeah.
shows.
I saw. This is
Like
crazy.
they didn't have showrunners, and most of the time they didn't have an actual pitch or anything. They just kind of started making it or making those shows and tried saying and tried connecting them to the MCU and shit. Like there was no real game plan with a lot of them. So you have a bunch of shows that are kind of throwing a monkey wrench into the whole cogworks of the MCU, and now the people who make the movies got to be like, okay, what did the show do, and how so we can connect it back to this movie that we didn't even want that show to connect to us or anything like that. It just throws everything off and makes everything so confusing. So I do agree, like Dan, you're like that. Them shows like made people just tired because it's like, oh, it's homework now. Like,
Yeah.
you literally turned it into
100%.
how the comic book industry was back in the day, where it was like, oh, here's all these different side stories and side comics you got to get just to be able to understand the main story. It's like, okay,
Yeah, and I mean, for the record, I am not against superhero shows. I loved the whole thing that Hulu had with their take on the Marvel shows.
oh yeah,
I really like MODOK. I love what I've seen of Hitmonkey. I still have to watch more. I know season.
Oh yeah, no,
2
I watched all of Hitmonkey. That's just heat.
Dude, it looks the episodes I've seen are so good. And then I'm really mad they canceled Tigra and Howard the Duck. That would have been really cool.
Oh yeah,
That would have been cool.
I would have loved the Howard the Duck series.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
I'm still salty
sure.
about that.
Ugh.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, I will say I think Marvel did a really bad job of like detransitioning like audience members into changing how they consume them. Because like pre Endgame was very much like they were like they're still really hard on you gotta watch everything. So just in case you gotta watch everything. Now you like don't like at all. Like you can just kind of like watch what you want. And I think a lot of people don't do that. And I think that's also a problem. But also they don't tell you that you don't have to do that. And I think that's also an issue. Like I only watch the shit I like. And I think that works better. Like instead of being like, oh, I gotta watch, because I didn't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier because I don't care. So I chose to not watch that one. And my life is so much better because I guess it was boring.
I'm not gonna lie, I watched that shit. I do not remember anything. Like,
Damn.
Is anyone in here actually caught up to like everything or no?
no,
Watched everything.
Yeah, just as a thought experiment. I actually have watched everything.
Damn.
I
I
tell
stopped
you,
reading.
the shows.
You're crazy. You're kind of
the show-
crazy.
I know. It's like I'm obsessive like that. I feel this like obsessive. Like I'm already this far deep in. I gotta stay locked in. Like it's just it's in me right now. But yeah. Like what's that show that just came out? That Echo sucked, man. That
Oh,
show, that show was
Echo.
I
that
only
show
watched
was
one
really,
episode. Wait, it's out?
really
I thought it
boring.
was delayed. I didn't know it was out.
no, it
Nah,
came
that
out.
shit. They shadow dropped that shit.
Oh,
They
damn.
basically did. Yeah.
It's telling that the two biggest superhero shows right now aren't even from Marvel or DC. It's wild. Those
Yeah,
being The
that's
Boys
true.
and Invincible.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are the two big. Honestly, it's Amazon in general with a bunch of all their shows. Really, they haven't really missed. And like,
That's true.
but yeah, Invincible and The Boys are just showing that it's like, yeah, we can kind of, you can be a little, you can push some boundaries here, you know, like comic books can get into shit and actually be real about it, or you know, actually place into having consequences happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're doing. I feel like they have like bigger ideas than anything Marvel has for like an individual like story, like not counting like all of the movies connected as one story, but like a single character's story. Like I feel like they don't have plans for that, and I would love for them to tackle their future movies like this. Like I've always thought this, and it's definitely an expensive and crazy idea, but I think like X-Men should be like when they eventually do those movies, they should just like split it up into like, because if they want to do it for a long time, just split it up into 3 trilogies, and then have like the First Class, and wait until like movie 4 to do Wolverine so that we can miss him, and then have like a single director for each trilogy so they can all share their ideas and tell the stories they want to tell. If you really want to play the long game.
yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
X-Men has so many stories that you can tell that people absolutely love, and you can get multiple trilogies out of them. You could get multiple. You probably get multiple series out of them if you wanted to.
Oh, easily. Oh yeah.
Like, and it's always can be interesting to watch because it's so the cast is always so interchangeable, and people still love so many of them. It's like you never can run out of like movies or shows with this franchise, but somehow neither Fox nor Disney has picked up on that yet.
Yeah, it's because they're doing like the loosest possible adaptations. I feel like the really successful comic book adaptations just adapt them, like just choose a story and then they're like, we're gonna tell it. Even 97 kind of did that. It was like multiple stories, but they still were like adapting them. MCU just kind of like. He's like, oh, what's a cool comic panel that we're just gonna recreate? We'll do that one. Perfect.
Right.
Are we gonna pay the artist? No. Well, you're crazy. You're sick. What's wrong with you? Why would we pay them?
Onigiri's
That's really sad.
Shout outs to Onigiri. They say the only MCU show I watched was Moon Knight, and I thought it was okay, but I only watched it because I was genuinely interested in Moon Knight as a character beforehand.
Hell yeah.
I like Moon Knight, but I know people have contention against it in that it doesn't feel like it pushes boundaries like it should, and that's fair. I kind of feel that's fair a little bit, because it's like, if you know who Moon Knight is, or you've seen like panels of him, he's crazy as shit. Like, this is the nigga who will crash a helicopter into somebody just because, or just to be able to catch them, or some shit. Like, he's very much insane. And the show does tackle the whole multiple personality part a little bit, but they're missing like one of them that they just choose to use for a surprise at the end. And it's like, okay.
I don't know. Are they gonna do anything more with Moon Knight, or is that literally just it?
So
I think they
what's
wanna do
delaying
a
it is
sequel.
Blade. I think Blade is what's delaying their plans
Oh
with
my
those,
God.
because they
So
want to do like a
basically it's
Midnight
never
Suns
coming out.
thing. So they need Blade to come out in order to even do that. So that's kind of halting them.
So never, basically, is what I'm hearing.
That's what it certainly feels like.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. And Blade's in hell. No pun intended, but Blade is in development hell, and who knows what to do with that one.
Bro, even Mahershala Ali's like, it's either his lawyer or somebody who said, bro, we made this deal like back in, they said like back in 2019 or so. By this point, we should have been started filming. Like,
Oh no.
or, like, that's unheard of that we've gone this long to strike a movie deal and nobody started rolling the film.
Insane.
Like,
No, it would make a lot of money too. Like, that's the fucked up part. Now it's kind of guaranteed bank if like the trailer is decent, because niggas love Blade.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Marvel movie that supposedly Jordan Peele's working on, I'm hoping they just announced that he's directing Blade, because the guy that was supposed to direct it, he just left. I'm
That'd be
hoping
cool.
that this lines up,
That would be cool.
and maybe they got him on board, because if that happens, then I'll be like, okay, maybe there is hope.
Oh yeah.
I would watch that.
Maybe
But
it could
isn't he
be.
also doing that other movie now?
Yeah, he has another one coming out. I think
Right,
either next
so-
year or the year after.
I can't imagine, like, he's big, but I can't imagine, like, he can do his own thing and then also do something as big as a Marvel thing in the same time frame. Even, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be cool. I would totally be down for that.
Yeah. I wonder, that would be a good test to see how much they will sanitize a very creative director.
Well, I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
they kind of did that with Raimi. With
That's true, but I think Raimi is already like, I think the style is it's not similar to like MCU movie styles, but I think it's more similar than Peele is. And I think if like
That's
if they take Peele to like MCU levels, that's like, whoa. that's a lot of changes you have to do in like pre-production to make it seem that different.
Yeah, it definitely be fascinating to see how much they're willing to water down such a prominent director like Peele, because he's so distinct and he can be pretty visceral, either in like an over the top way or very subtle way. Like, he knows how to handle it pretty well. So it's a question mark of like, how much would you bring him down just so he fits that basic mold? Honestly,
I don't think he'd agree to it if it was too much. I just think he'd walk.
True.
okay. I see a hot take that y'all definitely want to jump on.
Whoa!
Pedantic Cat hot take. I think Mitchell's versus the Machine is better than Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, so you're wrong, but like, it's okay. The movie's good, but you don't have to lie to me. Like,
Pedantic Cat. But do you think that?
That's
Like, do you actually?
That's the real
Like,
question, like, bro. Like, are you just saying that one? Because I'm like, that's a bold ass point to make.
That movie didn't hit for me for whatever reason.
I think, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I'm interested in the whole like family dynamic. That being like, can't even remember the girl's name, but like, she's moving on to
Katie.
college. yeah, Katie's going on to college, and her dad's like, oh man, like, look at the last time I see my daughter, and like, I want to spend like some family time or whatever before she leaves, but like, she's all like, I want to be an independent person. I think that's really interesting, balancing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the robots come out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but like, eh.
I like the robots. They were fun.
Don't get me wrong, I think they're good, but like, I'm sorry. It's just, again, you're looking at it like, again, like, I just think whenever like I watch Into the Spider-Verse, I literally come out that movie being like, damn, there's no
Same
problem
enough.
with this shit at all whatsoever.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that.
Hands in
Kingpin.
the
No, I mean it's not Kingpin. Okay, a little bit Kingpin, but I just feel like I have a little problem with how it's paced. I think it is a little too long. I think if they cut like 20 minutes, I think it would be a lot better. And I'm not even saying like a specific 20 minutes. I just think like they could have shortened a few things, which is wild because my other complaint is like those other 3 spider people were so heavy in the marketing and like they didn't do anything. They were just there. It's like
They helped. They were very
they
important.
help.
introduced 2/3 into the movie.
I mean, it's not really supposed to be their movie, so I don't think.
I know it's not, but like, it's like it's like don't like it kind of bothers me when they do like a fake advertising thing where it's like they make it think like they're more prominent than they're gonna be. And
That's a Sony issue. Sony will go and show you the post credit
I
scene
agree.
in the trailer.
They will.
Yeah.
I agree. It's definitely an issue with that because I'm like, oh damn, I want to see more of these people, and you really don't. And it seems like they're gonna play a more important role maybe next time, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But,
I'm gonna be honest. The way that the movie is, it is meant to be more of Miles' story, and I feel like if you add more to them, it kind of stops being Miles' story, and it just says, and it's more just Into the Spider-Verse versus just Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, and I understand that, but like, did we need all of them? Like, did they all need to be there?
I suppose not, but I don't think they bring the film down in any way. I think, if anything, they help enhance it a bit.
Disagree. I don't think they bring the film down, but I just also don't think they add anything. Because if you took out just one of them, doesn't matter which one, it'd be the same exact movie. Which is not like, I don't want to say that, I don't want to say that. You can't really say that about Mitchell's. Everyone in Mitchell's does something. Everyone plays an important part. Not everyone has the same amount of screen time, and not everyone's the main character, but they all play an important role. And I can't really say that with, like, those characters in Spider-Verse.
Damn.
By the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't think you're streaming your screen to us. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that, didn't I? Sorry, y'all.
I know you're straight.
There y'all go. So y'all can also see what I'm seeing. But damn, I don't know. That is tricky.
I don't know. I feel like that scene where they all, when he finds out, spoiler alert, when he finds out about his uncle and stuff, and they all kind of have that leveling with him and then they go through like all their kind of origins and how they came to be where they are. I feel like that hits a lot more because it's all of them there. If it was just him and Gwen, it wouldn't be, or Gwen and Peter, it wouldn't be enough.
I agree, but like, did we need all of them? That's just the point I'm trying to make. Is like, if it was just one less of them, would it be any less impactful? That scene.
I mean, I suppose not. Yeah.
If I didn't know what I was missing, but
that's not like a big deal. I still think it's a really good movie. Like, I think it's a fantastic movie. It's just, I don't think it's the perfect movie. I think there are some flaws with it. I don't think any movie's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I can get your points, but I don't know. I feel like once we get to, it is a case of the third movie is probably going to be the biggest showcasing of them, hopefully.
Whenever the hell that comes out.
Probably 2026 with every other big animated movie of all time. So
Fucking Shrek 5.
Oh,
Finally.
yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Bro, you hear
I'm
about
more
that?
excited-
You hear about DreamWorks having the smoke come out the studio just to signal that it's coming?
oh,
No,
I
I didn't.
didn't know
That's
that.
wild.
It's like it was such a weird thing that it's like I don't even know why they did it. It was just I don't know.
I, for one, am more excited for Wild Robot.
Well,
Yeah,
that's this year.
I think
isn't
that
it?
one looks cool. I want to watch that one.
Oh yeah, Wild Robot. Like that one is definitely a case of DreamWorks just getting into their bag. I'm glad it's done by Chris Sanders again. He always knows how to make them emotional movies, bro. So I'm really excited for that one just because it's like I know some people were surprised that it's like the animals talked in it because I guess they thought it was supposed to be a majority silent film, but I don't know. I was like, even if they did talk, as long as they're not like saying, "Hey yo, what up? This shit lit, Brody," or some shit like that, then I'm like, oh, okay, we in trouble.
Yeah.
Ugh. Only Gary doing the Pope smoke for Shrek 5 is fucking hilarious though. Ugh. Pedanticat says we're also getting a donkey spinoff. Oh yeah, they did announce that, didn't they?
I don't think that's gonna be
I don't-
good.
I don't even know
I
what
can't
that would be.
imagine. Because he can't. I can't imagine him
He's just
caring
gonna be a
about-
dad.
Well,
That's
unless
always
it's
been
like a
his-
prequel.
Oh no!
Mm,
How
I
did
don't
he
know.
end up being sold?
I don't know if I
How did he end
want to
up in
hear.
that situation.
I don't think I want to see a donkey prequel. I don't
It's
know.
equivalent to giving Marty a movie in like
Marty.
Madagascar, like just like the side character. It's like Finding Dory. It's like the side character that
Oh,
like
Didn't they
works
do
really well as
Penguins
a
of
side
Madagascar?
character, but not really.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think those characters, you want to see more of those characters.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That's my favorite of the Madagascar films. So
Oh, the Penguins one.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
The Penguins movie was funny as hell. I don't care what anyone says. I saw
low-key
that in
had
theaters. I
fun.
was laughing, bro.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite
That shit
gifts.
low-key
Let me
heat.
find it real quick.
Bro, I
Dude,
I
it's
still couldn't get over the fucking pun they kept doing. Like he's like, Hugh, Jack, man the steering wheel. I'm like,
Oh, that was so stupid, and I love that.
Oh yeah, I
movie.
like his celebrity names. That shit's funny.
it's when they rapid fired all of them. oh man. And I think it was like maybe my first time hearing what was his name? Benedict Cumberbatch like voice act, and I swear to God, man, like he's pretty good. Like he genuinely is a great. No wait,
Yeah.
it was not. It might not have been my first because he played Smaug. I remember, like in the Hobbit
Oh.
prequels.
I mean, I couldn't even tell that was him, just because of all the filters and whatnot. So
Here it is. That's my gift right there.
that was a gift.
Send that one to the home.
I fucking hate
Hey,
that gift.
hey,
What?
hey, yo.
That shit's tough.
Hold.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
oh no.
This is amazing.
Oh, that shit funny. That shit funny.
Dude, that's so good. What are you talking about?
There's like a scene where like
Look at
Winter
it,
is
bro.
having eyes balling, bro. That shit funny.
It's so slow.
Yeah, the animators, they were cooking with that one. Huh? There's some intensity captured there.
Wild.
That shit,
Supreme
that shit nuts.
intensity.
That shit sick.
So funny.
Jeez. Oh my god.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Mm. Jesus Christ, you gave Saw 5. No, wait, that's not 5. What's that, 4? A 1
I think.
and a half?
To be fair, so I'm doing those from memory, and I remember 4 being the one I didn't like, but I could be wrong.
Mm.
It's really hard because I saw
all of
these
them
years
are
and years ago, so I really don't remember. I have to go back and rewatch them, but I remember really liking the first one, enjoying the second one. The third one was a bit weird, but it was okay. I was still locked in. The fourth one I feel like was losing me, and then I was back with 5, and then somewhere after 6 I stopped.
Mm.
Whenever it looped back to the first one, whenever that happened, that was the last one I saw, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
Right.
Aren't they all kind of loop back to the first one?
Well, I wouldn't know. I didn't watch any after that, like 6th one or whatever, whichever one. It literally ends where the first one like start. Whichever one that's the last one I saw.
Mm.
I feel like that was 6.
7.
I'm not sure. Maybe 7.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
3D. I think it's 3D.
I find it funny they gave it the 3D gimmick.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
how you go from 6, 7 to 3D.
I mean,
7,
Have
3D.
you watched it in 3D? It's actually pretty gnarly.
I didn't really hop on the 3D like train when movies were doing. I think the first movie I saw in 3D was Alice in Wonderland, the live action one, and it was all right. But outside of Avatar, yeah, I didn't really go watch movies in 3D. I didn't care for that.
I only ever watched. Well, I don't want to say I've only ever watched, but like do think Avatar is like probably like one of the most prominent ones where I saw like, oh, that's the first movie I'm seeing in 3D type shit.
Yeah.
My first 3D movie, and I vividly remember this because of how awful it was Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Holy
That
shit!
is
Okay, yeah.
3D.
That was kind
That
of
is a
peak because
painful
when you
3D
open the
watch.
case and you see the red and blues, I've never seen that before. I was like, what the hell is this?
Mine was Spy Kids 3D.
Okay, so like same boat. Okay.
Yep, same boat. Like
Oh my
that's
God.
the first one I can remember seeing in 3D, and it's like, oh, that's neat gimmick. I watched a few of them. I did have the Shark Boy and Lava Girl as well in 3D. It was neat, but eventually I was like, you know what, this is annoying as hell. I'd rather just watch it normal. Like fuck the 3D right now. I'm not putting on these uncomfortable ass cardboard glasses. Like, holy.
Yep.
And even then, it's just to look at this horrible fucking CGI they were using.
It's so bad.
God. Like, it is a question mark, bro. Ugh. Gillian Felix said we should check out Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Who did?
I think it's on there. I feel like it's on
I
there.
feel like I was looking at it.
Probably, like
Either or.
the next page. I don't know.
Go to my page. Nope.
Home Alone 4.
There we go. Yeah. I mean, it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit, as my review says. A perfect film.
You know, this is good. It's been a hot minute, but like if I watch it, I'm like, yeah, this is a good movie.
Wait a minute. Prince 3.5?
Look, That's not bad. That's not bad. I quite enjoyed the movie. It's just like
3.5
it's not one of my
is low.
it's not one of my rewatchers. Like I don't go back to it frequently and like, oh, I gotta run through it again and again and again. Like for me, if a movie's getting 4 or higher, like it has to be one I look back on and I'm like, I'll rewatch this. I'll rewatch the fuck out of this. But
Yeah, no,
crazy. Like, this is such
it's like
a
it's good.
staple
I
movie.
appreciate it, but
Mm,
I don't know why. It never like resonated with me like that deeply.
Dang. Were you like a
But
big...
I do appreciate it a lot.
did you watch any like old cartoons back then? I mean, when you were younger?
Yeah, I did. I love the Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. That's like my favorite. I fucking love Tom and Jerry. But I feel like the movie, like they're there, but it's not the same enjoyment that I get out of watching those. Like I like watching the Looney Tunes for the Looney Tunes and them, interacting. But the movie, they're there, but that's not necessarily what the movie's trying to give you. Like it's kind of like what movies are doing nowadays with like everything is collabing with one another. All these different characters from different universes are all hanging out with each other in like Fortnite and all this shit. It's like it was like that before that became a thing. So that intrinsically made it really cool, but it just wasn't enough for me at the time.
Dang. I mean,
I would say it's a good movie.
Maybe if I rewatch it though, it's been many years. I haven't seen it in probably over a decade.
oh my god.
Like maybe if I rewatch it, it might go up. I don't know.
Hey, babe, because
Definitely
because
give
it's
it a
such a
rewatch.
vital film because it's a meeting of all these major characters that you wouldn't expect to meet. It's Disney meets Warner Brothers for the first time.
Yeah, nah. The more we think
Yeah.
about it, I don't think there's ever gonna be like a point in time where like we're gonna see like Mickey and Bugs in this like same area without like.
Hey, that might happen in
having to,
Fortnite.
like- Ah, shit, actually might
that
happen.
shit might happen in Fortnite. Don't
It
get that
can't be
twisted.
Fortnite where that happens, man.
Disney's already in there. Yeah, and Warner Brothers, they already in there too. So who knows?
I
Who
mean,
knows? We're close.
even without like the Disney Warner Bros, it's just a good movie. Like it's a
It
good
is.
movie
Yeah.
on its own.
Oh yeah, like even though it's like even if you're going into it thinking it's a there's a good mystery element. There's not. You automatically know what the villain is, but it doesn't matter. What matters most is you want to see how the characters are gonna figure it out, and that's how the story holds itself to that degree really well.
And that could be on me. I just haven't watched it, as an adult. So
Mhm.
maybe if I watch it as an adult, I'll look on it like a lot differently.
That's fair. Like a lot of times it can be like once you watch it as a kid and maybe you don't feel it, and next thing you watch it again with actual like film mindset and you realize, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
And sometimes vice versa. Like you watch it and it's like, this sucked.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm definitely gonna go back and put that back on.
I kind of want to talk about this one thing I recently watched. We talked about it earlier on stream, but we were muted. Well, actually, I don't know if we talked about it on stream. I don't think. No, I
It
didn't
might have
start
been
it.
just before the stream.
Yeah, but we talked both before. But god damn it, the second SpongeBob movie. I watched this shit this morning.
Okay, whoa. One? A one?
Huh?
A one?
Yes, a one, my nigga, a one. Like
Whoa.
this movie was some booty cheeks. Like
It's
supreme
not
booty
that
cheeks, bro.
Bad, brother.
It is that bad. You want to know why? It's not a movie. It's not a
really
movie.
not. It's not.
It's just a collection of unfunny gags. Like I said,
What if I found those gags funny though? What if
None
it was
of them were
to
funny.
me?
none of them were funny, bro. I think I got one little chuckle from like one joke in this whole thing, and even then, I don't even remember it that well because it's just like, oh,
Dude, it's so I this is my least favorite one of the three, easily.
I'm afraid to watch the third one.
I don't like Sponge on the Run. That's how I feel about that one. I think this one's fine.
At least Sponge on the Run has a coherent story. At least there's.
But that story's not good. It's not
At least
good.
there's a story. This is just like it's like Mann said. There's like it's just a mishmash of like a bunch of different stuff, and then things happen. It's wild. It's like there's no way to get from point A to point B in like a good way. So they throw a bunch of shit at the wall just to see what sticks.
Exactly. It's exactly that. Like no character feels in character. Like you got Mr. Krabs immediately turning on SpongeBob so easily. Like he didn't like stop and think and ask, "Hey, wait, this is my top fry cook. He loves doing this job. No way would he betray me." I mean, I get it. It's a kids movie. You get that argument, but this is like this movie felt like jingling keys, and I get offended at that a lot. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, I wouldn't say it's 1 star. I would give it 2 stars, and I give Sponge on the Run like 2.5. But this is easily my least favorite.
ugh, I just kept watching and I was like, it gets worse as it goes along. Like the 2D just feels like it's tacked on, and then what really annoyed me was that pirate dude turning out to be the actual villain of the whole thing. I'm like,
Oh, I love that. I love when that just came out of nowhere and that wasted so much time.
I'm like, you
I
made
love
the
that.
narrator the villain. What are we doing again?
It's so annoying. Like I said, I don't think Sponge on the Run is that good a movie either, but at the very least, there is a coherent story. Something happens, and it makes sense where they end up at the end and how they get there. It does not make sense in Sponge Out of Water, and they don't even, like, try. And it bothers me. It works for, like, an 11-minute episode, if that's what they want to do, or even a 22-minute episode. It does not work for a theatrical film. It just doesn't.
It doesn't, bro. It really, really doesn't. Like, this really felt too much like we have some jokes and we decided to make a movie around them, and you didn't make sure the jokes actually connected back to each other. Like, ugh. Like, yeah, Sandy was just so weird in this for no reason. Like, she became a religious nut, and I'm like, she's the scientist.
Nut.
What are you talking about? Like, the Krabby Patty gods? What are we doing? And then they made Patrick a hoe ass nigga, bro. Like, he sells out SpongeBob hard, bro. He straight up just betrays them, and I'm like, what are we doing anymore? Like, what's going on? Like, I was just so fed up by the end of it that I was just like, man, I could not. I don't see how anyone could like this. It's so mind numbing. Like,
Damn.
I don't talk that mean about movies often, but like this maybe you have to break the code a bit. I'm like, this one nip.
Yeah, no, it's annoying, and I just don't think it's very good. I think it looks beautiful until it goes to 3D, and I just don't think it looks as good. And you know what the other thing? This is in 2015. This is like peak superhero time, and they were really riding on that. Like, they were really riding on that. And you definitely felt that.
Yep.
Because that's all they showed in the trailers. They
Yeah.
didn't show any of the 2D stuff except for like one scene. It's like, oh yeah, guys, they turned into superheroes. That's gonna be the movie.
And it didn't amount, and it felt so out of nowhere too when you think about it, because it's just like, okay, so they become superheroes, but no, SpongeBob throughout this whole fucking movie never mentioned superheroes. No one mentioned fucking superheroes, but he just decides, oh, I'm gonna write in this paper, we become superheroes. Like, I just want, can I have some motivation movie, some level of motivation, some morsel of cohesion, please.
Damn, I did not know it was that deep for you, brother.
I totally agree. I completely 100% agree. Even if I found some of the jokes that you didn't like more funny, or if I found them more enjoyable, there's nothing happens. Nothing happens for these characters to get to the points that they get to.
Exactly. Like, they just get to these points, and that's it. Like, it's like, well, this movie's got to end some way. And that just reminded me of this one dumbass fucking joke I'm so mad at. Like, the fucking joke with the dolphin god dude, at the very end when they're just singing the theme song.
Yeah.
Yes, when they're just singing the theme song, this goddamn omnipotent dolphin comes out of nowhere. It says, what? You can't sing that song? And then it turns into a rap battle for some dumbass reason.
Oh yeah, no, they really got them things from epic rap battles of history to show up for some reason.
That's what that was?
Yeah,
say, though, with all of that, I love Matt Berry. I think Matt Berry can say basically anything he's in. And like, I don't hate Matt Berry's bars. I think he's pretty funny. But it's funny that they used him again in Sponge on the Run. And I think it's funny that they used him for both those films. And like, it's dumb. You're right. It's stupid because it adds an extra 2 minutes and it comes out of nowhere.
It really does. It's like, I even get annoyed at that little time machine song that played.
I actually like the time machine.
I like that song. You can't make me.
It doesn't sound bad. It's a little funky and such, but it's like, why does this song play exactly?
Because they're time traveling, and that means hi.
I'm like, when did we establish that? I guess
okay, yeah, now that's another thing. I love the 2D parts, but like at the same thing, it's like, why are they at a taco place? Why is the taco like photo booth? Why is that the time machine? Why are you kind of like doing this? Like, is this supposed to be funny? I don't get there's no reason. Like, it's fine, but it's also like you could have just made one. You don't have to like cry with this specifically. It's not like I don't know. I just think it's stupid that like they do that, and it bothers me a lot.
Yeah. It goes into that whole incoherency argument again, just because it's like, okay, this joke, I don't get why we're doing this. What they got called Taco House, that restaurant where it's a mix of tacos and German culture for some reason, I guess. It's like Hispanic culture meets German culture, but it's more just it's a German like tavern that just hosts tacos. Like this, I'm like, okay, but this is not an important place, and we're talking about it because it's a fucking important part of the story. It's important. Oh my god, I hate this movie. Oh god, getting off this, my blood pressure raising.
Trying to like bring it back, like stop trying to gas it up. The tank is empty. We don't. You can't gas it up. There's no gas in the tank.
There's not. Hey. What have you been looking at, Dan?
Dan, I haven't really watched much since last time, but
yeah, flushed away a 2.5.
That's crazy.
I was not a fan of Flushed Away. I thought it was just fine. I did not see the hype. First of all, I just don't think it looks very good. I know it's like their first CG film. I just think it looks like kind of bad. It looks bad. I'm sorry. It moved bad.
Dang, I never thought it looked that bad. Does it look that bad?
That has a charming look to it.
Like, okay,
because you're in the sewers, I can understand the sewers look like ass, but I felt like it felt like it was supposed to look like ass.
It just looks everything looks unrendered. It looks unfinished, and like, it just doesn't. I don't know. It just bothers me, like how some of the characters move. Like again, this is their first CG film, and I'm pretty sure it's their last. Don't quote me on that, but
I think they went back to. No, I think it was like this was their first CG film because the studio had burnt down that year or the year before.
Yeah, no, but did they do another one?
Did they do another one?
No idea. 2006 is a lot older than I thought that movie was. I thought if you would have asked me, I would have said 2008 or
9. This is just their film. I do not want to look at that.
I guess Arthur Christmas is also Aardman. I guess that like counts, but Arthur Christmas was like a full-on CGI film. It wasn't trying to like replicate the style that they had. And I love Arthur Christmas.
Oh yeah.
But like I just think first of all, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here again, but like the marketing, they really like tried to make it like this fat rat was gonna be like the main villain. Like even the poster, look, like he's the guy, and it's just like he's in like maybe 10 minutes of the movie total, and that's being very generous.
Yeah, that was. I'll admit, even watching the film as a kid, I was like, huh, that guy really wasn't important. Well, he was important, but like he's not really part of the story, even though they kept selling the movie with him there.
Showed up like once and then for like a beginning of the scene and then dipped.
Yeah,
nigga showed up just to flush the main character.
Exactly. And then again, I think there's some really good performances here, but I just think first of all, I think it looks bad. I said this already. I think it looks bad. Having the movie take place in the sewers, makes sense thematically, but I think everything looks bad.
Well, to be fair, it's trying to look like British, so it's, on model, like.
Fair. But, like, I also just think that, like, I don't really like, none of these characters I connect with, I feel. I don't feel for any of these characters.
Fair.
Don't call them bad characters, but, like, if I'm watching another Aardman film, like Chicken Run, or Wallace and Gromit, or even Shaun the Sheep, I feel for those characters. I love those characters. I like what they're going through. I don't feel that in Flushed Away.
I can sympathize with that.
Yeah, a little bit, but I don't know. I've seen the movie a lot of times as a kid, and I don't know. I still sympathize with what the characters go through because it's like, okay, he thought he wanted that luxurious life until he finally got a taste of what the outside can be, and he actually said, no, I want the adventure. And I think what they have with the British girls, Spike and Whit, I think her name is Whit.
Does it start with a J?
Rita. Her name is
Rita. Okay.
Rita.
Yeah. What Roddy has with Rita, I think is nice because they don't really have them get together. I mean, they hint at it, but it's more like they're just really good friends, I guess. It's just that one weird scene that's like, okay, I don't know what. It's like there's slow music playing and they're looking at each other in a sort of way, but I'm like, but they don't commit to anything. But I think it was great for them to just say they're just friends. Like, that's it.
Did you think the animation looked bad at the time, or did you watch it like a ways after it came out?
Like, no, I watched it at the time. I didn't really like it. Never really left an impression on me. And I just watched it again like a year or two ago, just because I was interested in like watching it again. And I'm like, I don't really like this. You know, I'm trying to keep an open mind, but I'm like, I don't really click with this.
I mean, I can sort of get it, especially since I can get it in a sense because it's not that talked about of a DreamWorks film when people look back on it. Like, but
it's not. It's definitely not.
Like even among the Aardman collection, it's like you're not really thinking about them first, or you're not about to pull them up before you pull up, say, a Chicken Run.
Exactly. I think that it's probably, other than Year One, it might be like the least talked about Aardman film.
I still haven't seen Year One.
Exactly. Nobody's seen Year One. I don't think Year One's actually a movie.
Jeez.
I think it's just.
It was all a dream. Also, Mr. X Bukowski, he said the rat girl is hot. Like,
okay, buddy.
Like,
okay, buddy.
Chill out,
okay,
bro.
buddy. Pack it up. Pack it up. Pack it up.
On, bro.
Pack it up. Pack
Get
it
together.
up. Pack
Take it to the
it
showers,
up, brother.
bro. Take it to the showers.
Pack it up. Go home. Go home. Pack it up.
Shout out Julian Hobbs for the $5 super chat. On the subject of Sponge on the Run, SpongeBob has always been random nonsense. It's in the theme song. If nautical nonsense be something you wish. Man, okay, first and foremost, that is not an excuse. The first movie had cohesion, okay? I understand. You understood every character's motivations in that movie. But the second one, nobody makes any sense on why they do anything. Like, come on. We got to be real about it. It may be nonsensical a lot of the time, but there's still a level of cohesion to it, you know? Like, even, like, if you look back on, say, like, the Looney Tunes, their shorts are mad silly as hell and can be pretty random, but there's still a level of, like, oh, I understand what this character is going through or why they are doing this thing, you know? I don't understand why anyone does anything in sponge out of water.
Yeah. No, it's from point A to point B. It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense for getting there in a coherent manner.
It, like, at all.
Oh, wait. Okay, I want to take a second to talk about Postocalypse. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that movie before.
Nah, what is this? Billionaires.
It is a movie on Tubi. You can watch it right now for free. It's from Matt Malero. It is stupidly good. It looks fantastic for a Tubi film. It looks good, and it sounds really good. It's literally like pasta takes over the world.
This does look pretty cool, actually.
It is a surprising, like, again, it's a Tubi film. You don't expect much from that, a Tubi original film, but it's surprisingly really, really good. Like, not like the best movie ever, but it is like a really good time. I love the art direction. I think it's a slept on film.
I'm gonna give it a watch. This looks interesting. It's called Postocalypse.
Definitely, I definitely recommend
on Tubi, so it's free.
Exactly.
I gotta commend Tubi for that. If they're they're actually pushing this originals like thing, and they're actually going all the way with it because it look. Wait, it said original.
Yeah, Matt Malero.
Yep, Matt Malero. So, yeah, I gotta commend them for actually committing to the putting out for animation the way they're doing because it doesn't look half-assed. This actually looks cool. Like, I want to see this genuinely now.
I definitely recommend it. I mean, like, it might not even click with you, but I think like it works very well. It works really well for what it's trying to do.
Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely give that a watch then. Yeah, Chad, y'all definitely should go look at this. I'm interested. Put that on the watch later. What the hell? What is this? Bring me the head of
You've never heard of Bring Me the Head of Charlie Brown?
Yeah, I heard of that. Yep.
That shit funny.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I remember
Good.
that. Rich Moore. It can't be that Rich Moore. Nah, it's not. But
I don't think it is.
bring me that. I don't know if Chad's ever heard of this, like, because it's such a stupid, such a stupid fucking short. It's
Well, this
like
is how he got a job at Disney. I love this story.
he showed this to like some Disney people, and they said, "Yeah, let's have him work for us."
I mean, yeah, no, it looks fantastic. I mean, like the animation in this is actually really good.
Oh
It
yeah,
is a very well animated student film.
yeah, really.
It's like bananas, which is wild, but like it works. It works for what it's trying to do. It's like 3 minutes of nonsense, but like for what it's trying to do, it makes sense.
Oh yeah. It's just so funny because you just have all of the Peanuts gang just say, you know what, fuck this shit, and let's just kill this motherfucker now.
I'm tired of that bald head nigga, bro.
Then you had then he just turns it around on him.
Yeah, that shit funny.
Oh man, it's like, okay, y'all thought I was just lacking this whole time. Y'all thought I was just sitting pretty, not giving a shit. Just like,
I know, that shit funny.
nah, I was collecting guns, nigga. Well, I mean, it makes sense for Charlie Brown. Of course, he ain't about to just take all that shit on the chin like that. Ugh. Dang, you
Trying to
you
think.
just logged all these.
What?
up?
No. Oh well, yeah, that was like in the very beginning. So
Ah,
that definitely.
I logged in some shit too on my stuff.
What does pro get you? You have pro? What's that
Hmm?
do?
Oh, Pro is like, I think I don't think there's ads, and then there's also just like what was it? There's like a few different perks to it, and I only got it because it was like Black Friday deal for like $20 for the year, and I'm like, yeah, sure, why not?
Mm.
see that 5-star on the holdovers.
I mean, what can I say? I think that's not a hot take. I think the holdovers is fantastic. I mean, it's personally my favorite of the Oscar noms for the year. I know why Oppenheimer won a lot. I don't disagree with what it won, but I mean, I think it's still my favorite.
Yeah, I was definitely rooting more for holdovers over like Oppenheimer. I think my number one was the Emma Stone movie, whose name I'm blanking on. Poor Things. That movie was fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
But the holdovers is just it's just a simple, nice Christmas movie, like a good Christmas, modern Christmas classic type of movie, honestly, because
exactly.
it plays
the
everything so
marketing is
low key.
genius. It's genius marketing. It's a genius film from what it's trying to pull off, and it's like heartwarming. Like there's heart. There's so much heart in the film.
Oh, so much, yeah. Like you really do. And it is kind of interesting how the movie starts. It's like it makes you think it's gonna be Breakfast Club, but then it's like, nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're done with these guys. We're done with them. No more of them. Bye.
And it's like, oh, okay, it's not the movie I thought we were gonna get, but I'm still invested in this because I want to see where you go with it. Because it's like, yeah, we just pay attention to just these two this teacher and this boy actually having to connect, even though they've been at odds for so long. And Paul Giamatti was amazing in this. Like, God,
yes, he was.
Like he's
He
usually
was
great in a
fantastic.
lot of shit I see him in, but like, damn, he was good.
Fantastic.
Half a star on Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, he's not wrong. He's
He
not
ain't.
wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all.
He's not wrong at all.
Yo, it's chill. What's up?
Welcome
I've
back.
returned.
Oh, this is Aubrey the anime. It's okay. Oh,
Damn, how long
up?
has it been since you seen King Kong 2005?
Oh, I'm just logging shit. It's been. That's also been a minute. I probably last saw that movie in the 2010s at some point, somewhere in there.
Bro, I saw
It's
that
just
movie
very
on DVD.
slow.
It is.
Yeah, I saw
I've
it
seen
on
it
DVD
once.
too.
It's fine. It's really nothing to write home about.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just spectacle. The movie. That's all it is. It's just
Yeah, that's
cool
seems
shit. I guess.
Mhm.
That seems like how it's been taken over the years as just it's a movie that looks nice, but it takes forever to finally get to Kong, and even then it's just trying to be impressive and say, hey, look at this CGI. Doesn't it look cool? Yeah, and now other CGI has come out to look even better than this. So
I also
Cool.
love Jack Black, but like, damn, they
Oh, yeah,
really
he's pretty-
they miscast him pretty
Yeah.
badly.
no.
isn't he like super serious in this movie or whatever?
Kind of.
He
Kind
tries to be, but like he says everything like you would think Jack Black would say it in like a movie Jack Black would be cast in, and it's like I want to take you seriously.
It's
but
like
you're
I want to
also
take you
Jack
seriously,
Black.
but why aren't you saying skadoosh? Like every bone in my body is huge.
Jeez. I haven't really watched him in too many serious roles. So it is like I think this was like the first serious role I had ever seen him in at the time. And it was like, oh, that's different.
Wasn't even like that serious, all things considered. It was like a little try hard.
Yeah, you did kind of get a feeling of like it gave off that feeling of okay, he's clearly trying to be serious about this, but he just really isn't getting it like that.
Yeah.
Damn, half star for Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
That shit is.
Damn.
Was that
ass.
which number was that? I
Second
don't
one.
remember.
To be fair, I don't really like
Yeah,
any of
that
those
was,
movies.
That was
for
the one with
real.
the racist robots, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, ooh, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's the movie did.
I was like, damn.
I did not fuck with those movies.
Yeah.
As a
That-
kid,
Granted,
I
I
loved
never
them.
really liked Transformers like that. It was never my thing.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, and the movies honestly wouldn't help make the case for them, since it's like
Oh yeah.
they're just so bastardized and just obnoxious as hell, and they keep focusing on those humans, and it's like, bro, y'all thought y'all wrote gold with these human characters, but come on, man, like step
When
back.
the tiny robot peed on Meg Ryan, I lolled all over the place. It
Meg
was
Ryan.
the funny. Isn't that the woman?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Or-
Sorry,
yeah.
Megan Fox. When he urinated on Megan Fox.
No,
I lolled.
No, no, Bumblebee peed on the, John Turturro.
Oh, I'm sorry. The little robot humped her leg.
Yeah,
which is
right.
Jesus
worse.
Christ.
Yeah,
That's
there.
worse.
You go.
Thank you for reminding me that it's worse.
And it was voiced by Tom Kenny, aka SpongeBob.
Yes.
His best role, I'd say.
Please roll.
Bro,
His
someone's
best
got to
role.
splice that audio of him just saying, like, say my name, and use SpongeBob somehow.
Right. Why did they do that?
It was so stupid, bro. I don't know what the fuck was up with Michael Bay when it came to shit, bro. Like, I don't know
He was just
why
doing shit.
he made it like that, but like he should have stuck to the Bad Boys movies.
Bad boys.
Oy. But now we got to talk about this 2-star on fucking the back.
Whoa, two.
Okay.
2.
Wow.
Okay, buddy. Do you not like fun? Do you not like fun?
Okay,
So-
buddy.
This is running joke I have with a friend of mine where I hyped up this movie and never saw it in theaters, even though I really wanted to.
Mhm.
And then he went and saw it, and then he saw it, and he said, man, that movie was like, he said that movie was bad, like it was mid. And I was like, no, it's probably good, So now I tell him every time I see him and it's brought up, I was like, yeah, that movie's really good. I really like it. But then I secretly went and did watch it when it came on Netflix, and I was like, dang, he might be kind of right. But it's not. The animation's awesome. It's just the story, man. The story is just kind of, it's very by the numbers, and everything you can see coming from a mile away, and it's just the movie looks too good to have a story that's that
Like
so
simple.
basic. Yeah, but I give it some slack because I think it's based off like a children's book or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what the source material is, but I give it some slack for that. I enjoyed the movie. I only gave it a low score because I probably won't revisit it. Like I don't see myself doing that, but I do like it. I like the character designs and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's very forgettable in a lot of senses.
Jeez. I'm surprised you can call it
Do you think
forgettable.
it
Like so
does-
many people love the hell out of this one, especially that.
I
with Diane
was
in it.
expecting to. I was expected to, and then when I watched it, I was like, "Dang, it's just kind of fine." I thought it was gonna be really, really good.
I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it because it's like I don't know. I really enjoyed how the characters were. Like I liked its sense of flair and style that it was going for. The story, yeah, it is a bit simple. Like you do see that they're gonna become the heroes, but I don't know. I mean, looking at this movie, I think it was kind of obvious that it's like, yeah, it's gonna go the route of they become the good guys. Like
Yeah.
It's really about like
It's
execution.
not bad. It's not a bad story, and I'll take like a simple, like easy to see coming story if it looks really, really good, like presentation wise. And this looks really good. This is a really good looking film.
I give this what was my review for? I was like, this movie has everything and is such an evolution for DreamWorks. The style and flair will have you hooked from beginning to end. The characters are also fun and you really grow attached to all of them. The animation is to die for with how sporadic it can be. The crazy action sequences make you feel like you're on a fun roller coaster. You'll definitely be smiling from ear to ear. Yeah, bro. To me, this felt like Spider-Verse. Oddly enough,
Yeah,
I was
you were
just
locked in.
Yeah.
I was having fun. I was just having so much fun with this movie, and even rewatching it a few times, it's like, yeah, no, it's still so fun. It's just so crazy and fun. I think I just really appreciated the fact that DreamWorks was going this.
They're making a
trying
sequel,
something
right?
unique. Yeah, they got a sequel.
Okay.
They also got that TV show out. No,
I'm not
it's not a
watching
TV
that,
show. It's
but-
that TV special.
Was it special?
That's on streaming.
Oh,
I haven't seen
that
it.
one.
I haven't seen it yet, but the way they had them sounding in them trailers was like crazy. I'm like,
They sound awful and they look awful.
It did
It's
look
like
awful.
Megamind 2.
No, it looks better than Megamind, but
Oof.
'cause at least,
does.
at least, like the way the characters are designed works better in a TV version. Because Megamind goes for that realistic look, somewhat, with the characters, and that looks awful when translating that to a TV budget.
Oh
That
man.
It,
Damn.
So, do you like Ruby Gillman more than this movie? I'm curious.
Ruby Gillman
Or as much?
less
I
than
think I like Ruby
Yeah.
Gillman more than that movie.
really.
Yeah, I actually fucked with Ruby Gillman. That movie is also kind of basic, but I like the characters way more in that movie. Like I actually was vibing with that movie way more. And I find that movie really, really like pretty.
Oh
in a
yes,
different
I
way.
love
I loved
how that
looking
movie
at that movie.
looked. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like-
And it could be a little
I like
biased
the
because I saw
colors of that movie.
Gilman in theaters, but I didn't see Bad Guys in theaters, so it kind of has that.
I
stuff
saw
against
this
it.
in theaters too, and that's what made me love how it looked. Just because,
Yeah.
like, I liked how everyone, like, they kept everyone with this squiggly like design to them, but you can still distinguish Ruby and her family from the humans really well. Like, I really appreciate that more 3D animation is taking on these cartoony designs now, or
like, this
translating
movie-
those 2D
I know.
designs to 3D better.
I'm so glad we're past that like hyper realistic thing, which makes me really, really nervous for Shrek 5.
I think I think it'll be a happy medium between Puss in Boots and what Shrek used to look like. It'll probably be like
That is all I can
some
hope
middle
for.
ground of that.
Oh yeah,
That's all
Hopefully.
I can hope for.
yeah. But yeah, I know so many people like have some contention with Ruby Gillman out, and because their thing is that kind of the same problem you had with it, Prince, with
It's a
the
little simple.
yeah, it's simple, but it's I don't know, when you got a name like Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken, you kind of know what you're getting. You're getting a teenage drama, or some teenage rom-com or dramedy. So of course it's going to be a little melodramatic. Of course you're gonna see that coming of age story come through.
I think it's the trailers, man. The trailers kind of fucked the movie, like because
it gave away so fucking much.
Because I think the execution was really good in the movie in general. It's just when you see the trailer, you know everything. Like so it seems way more predictable than it actually is in the movie.
It literally gave away the third act. It's like, okay, we know she's supposed to tap into her powers and all that, but we're not supposed to know exactly how she taps into that. We're not supposed to see her grow into a giant kraken and fight off the other giant mermaid lady. Like, that should never be in the trailers. Or at the very least, you only show the giant mermaid lady, or just show a shadow to indicate something big is on the way. So you gotta go to the theater to see what it is. It's like, there's no sense of mystery anymore in trailers, and it pisses me off so much. Ugh. Like, I want to be fucking aroused for a trailer. Like, I want y'all to make me wonder, what the fuck is this? Let me go to the theaters to see what the fuck this is about to be. Like, give me excitement back in trailers.
Yeah, no, trailers have been sucking recently. For like the last few years, I want to say. I think the last trailer the last few that I really enjoyed, just watch often, were the Mutant Mayhem one, like the very first teaser. That's a great one. And surprisingly enough, despite the quality of the next one, the Ant-Man Quantumania trailer is really good.
Dude, the trailers also fucked that movie, man. I did a whole video on this dumb shit. The trailers they literally present you a different film. Literally a different film. The entire motivations of what they present to you in that trailer of his character and what he's going to do doesn't even happen in the movie. Just doesn't even happen at all. And I was like, whoever edited the trailers, they did a damn good job selling a different movie than the one that you actually see.
God damn.
Oh yeah. No, it was a great trailer though.
It was a great trailer. Well, aside from the spoiler of like, we both have to lose. I was like, that didn't have to be in the trailer. But
yeah, that was a bit.
Outside of that, it was good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think trailers could be so much. Because I think a lot of trailers do a good. Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of trailers do a good job of choosing music, and they do that right. But then they don't really, like, they choose cool clips, but they don't make those cool clips a reason for me to want to watch it. And that's a bit of the issue. And sometimes the music sucks and the trailer's boring. So
yeah, that's another thing. Like, we need trailers that have like unique music. Like, because there definitely been some trailers I've watched, not that recently, but that I can definitely still remember. Like Godzilla King of the Monsters. Like,
oh yeah,
that trailer that's a good
the second
trailer.
one, right?
Yeah,
that's a really good trailer.
Okay, yeah, I do really love that trailer. They would play it all the time in the store I used to work at.
Oh, I had that shit on repeat, man. That was a prime example of getting me excited for the movie, getting me to want to go see the movie. Like, the way everything played was like, you had everything in tune with the music, but they're also showing you showing the monsters way more and making it very clear. Yeah, this is gonna be a big one. You want to come see this? You have to see this. But most trailers just give away the story and people will go see it. Then I'm like, nope. Once you give away the story, people are like, I know. I don't need to go. I don't need to see it anymore.
Oh yeah.
There was also a Ready Player One's trailer, like the first one. I really liked that. Oh
yes, that trailer. That's quite the infamous one.
Oh shit, it's infamous.
Well, no, just because of the final product.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that movie is super forgettable
Mm.
for me. I don't remember a damn thing that happened. In that
I don't
movie.
know.
Yeah.
I think watching that movie made me hate like the concept of like, oh, where's the setting? The internet or like the metaverse. I got so sick of that shit. Like,
Yeah, I think the nail in the coffin was Ralph Breaks the Internet because I think that came out after it.
Oh my god, that
ooh,
movie.
booty
Is,
butt bad movie.
Oh,
Booty
that
butt bad
movie.
movie.
That movie.
that movie pissed me off.
Oy.
I don't agree with the whole thing of like it doesn't exist. I think that's kind of stupid.
No,
but, like,
no, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
It exists. We have to acknowledge its
exists.
We
existence.
should hold them
I saw it in
accountable
theaters. I
for
have to say
making
it
a
exists.
bad movie.
Huh?
Just say it's a bad movie and live with your life, dog.
Yep, that's all you gotta
Exactly.
say. It's like you can't say, "Oh, it ruined the franchise." It's like Wreck-It Ralph wasn't even that big a franchise. He was one movie that y'all really liked, and then he got a sequel that y'all really hated. Like that's what
And he's
happened.
never coming back ever.
They just
Yep,
suck at sequels. They just suck at sequels.
they really do.
They do. They really do.
Oy. It's just one of those things where it's like you there are stories to be told like for a lot of these movies, but they just don't know how to do it right. They don't know how to play into what made the original special, or just play up what made it special. You know, just
No, I
ugh.
hear ya. I hear ya.
Oy.
I just don't get what they were trying to go for with that movie. It's just like
Yeah,
it kind of invalidates the first movie.
yeah, because Ralph
It
just
really does.
really regresses so hard. It's like I don't even know how he just became such a whiny bitch.
It is so bad.
It's like, oh my god. And it just feels weird that Vanellope just says, "Oh yeah, I'm going to abandon my game again." Or no, I'm going to abandon my game to go play in this other game. It's like didn't we just learn that it's like you can't do that? Like
Yeah, exactly. It's like why are you making this the point of the movie? Like what was I don't know. It's stupid. This whole thing is dumb.
Oy. The movie just and it really didn't help itself with all the internet jokes of the time it used. It's like it had to hit us with the Rick rolls and shit.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's bad. It's
Ugh.
not fun.
I kind of knew it was gonna be bad from the title. As soon as
Yeah.
they announced the title of the movie, I was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be shit."
I liked it when they gave Fix It Felix, one of the best characters, nothing to do.
Bro, I'm still mad they didn't actually cut back to them taking care of the kids. It's like that was comedy gold right there.
They needed more time for product placement.
Like that y'all don't understand. That was such a missed opportunity. I was so mad in the theater when they cut back to them and it's like, oh yeah, they're all good now. I'm like, where were them jokes? I wanted to see the jokes. That would have been
I just wanted
so
to
funny.
see them.
It
I
was
love them. Give me them.
oh, like it's Felix and what was her name, Hathaway or
Yeah, Holloway or something.
Holloway, like having to be makeshift parents. Like, come the fuck on. It would have been so funny.
See, the crazy thing is that, like, that is such a generic sitcom-y plot, and yet it would have been better than what we got. It's wild.
We got
it's
nothing.
So wild.
We got nothing. Oh my god.
We were not eating, I fear.
We were not. We fucking were not. Oh my god. Hated it, man. I hated it. We can never
I don't
eat.
blame you. It's bad.
Ugh,
It's a bad time.
very bad time.
Damn.
How come some of yours have no score, or are they just plan to watch?
Yeah, Dan,
Yeah.
you got a bunch of these log but no ratings.
Yeah, that was like from like years and years ago when I wasn't
Ah.
like doing logging. That's because
Oh.
you have it on shuffle.
Right.
You're on DanTheMan's page right now? Okay.
Yeah. What you want me? What was? Have you?
And I was
been-
just asking.
You
Ooh,
been
shuffle this one.
Oh, dick figures. Let me put that shit on my
Yes,
list.
I.
I didn't even think about that one. That's a deep
Ooh,
cut.
5 stars for Dick Figures the movie.
I love that shit. I love that shit. I know it's nostalgia.
You do you. That's all. All good.
You know, I'm
You
still
enjoy
wondering.
your okay movie.
Damn.
I know.
I'm still wondering if Mondo was ever gonna make that actual. Or Mondo, I know was trying to make a Happy Tree Friends movie, but it never happened.
How would that work?
That would never. That would not make money.
What would that be like? Legitimately, what would a Happy Tree?
It would just
No.
be the fucking sausage party for kids or some shit. It would just be the most
For kids? That
ridiculous.
series isn't
Like,
for kids.
but I feel like kids be watching that shit though. 'Cause
Yeah, I was a
yeah,
kid.
I mean,
young
I
people,
watched it
young
when I was
people
a
were
kid.
watching that.
I
shit.
was watching it.
I don't know why.
It's so
I
fucking
actually never watched
stupid.
Happy
The
Tree
characters
Friends.
are too cute, bro. The kids were
Oh,
watching.
for
that.
sure. I was watching that shit at like age like 7, like for
I
sure.
was not watching that
Same,
shit.
Same.
Opinions on Zombieland from Smarty Pants.
I've never seen it.
I like
Zombieland
Zombieland a lot.
fun.
No.
That's a
I never
classic
saw the
movie right there.
sequel.
Yeah, I meant to watch it, but I never got around to it.
Too much time between movies for me to care about the sequel.
Yeah.
I didn't care anymore.
That's
It was
my,
like it was like
that's my
8 or
thing. I'm
9 years
like,
later.
when I was like, okay, we got a sequel to this movie, but like, why? I mean, I never seen the first one. I didn't know if it set itself up for a sequel, but it's like it's been so long.
Not really.
Oh, so it's like really.
Just open ended. This is just open ended.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, nah. I was just like, I don't know. Like a sequel just feels like so later, and the actors are older, and we kind of look at them a little different now. It's like, I don't know, a little weird.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Trying to think if there's anything like worth talking about in this page.
5 out of 5 on that South Park. I see you.
I just saw it in theaters. It's like you
Yeah.
can't beat that.
Hmm.
You can't. If I didn't, I wouldn't have rated it 5 out of 5.
Remember, Chad, y'all can pick movies that y'all see on screen.
Trying to think.
Damn, Dan. Oh wait, this
No,
is
okay.
the My Two
This is
Bobs
different.
movie.
This is My Two Bob. I
Okay.
don't like this one, and I can't even blame them for that. It bothers me that this is how it ended. Like, it's not a bad 4-part special,
Mhm.
but they kind of just like introduce the main villain back, and then it ends, and then I got sad.
Yeah. That,
And you know,
that-
I always say like you always need to plan for. You can't just assume your show is going to get another season. You can't do that and then leave us off on a massive cliffhanger. You can leave it
Yeah.
open-ended, that's fine, but you can't do that. This is different because they were given 16 episodes, and then in production, it was cut in half. Like mid-production of the second set of second like quote movie, it was cut in half, and I'm like, that's different, and I feel bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, in this case, they just got cut short in the end.
They did. They did. It's
Aw.
really sad.
Like, and it sucks too because when the fucking sequel series came out, it was so
Oh,
different.
fuck
and shit.
that
I'm
series. I hate
I'm like,
that
who
series.
thought of this? Who hates their grandma so much to come up with this shit?
Dude, that series is straight ass. It is garbo.
Like I like the second they told me showed the live action shit, I was like, oh nah, get this out of here, get this bullshit out of here, man.
I wouldn't even hate it if it was live action, if it wasn't like so adamant about just saying how much it hates the original series.
For real.
And it's just like, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta leave such a sour taste in everyone's mouth, right? Just be happy with what you are.
For
Don't
real.
shit on everyone else's day, you know?
Yeah, I never understand like whenever they do that shit where it's like, oh, let's just mock the original. I'm like, bro, you're not giving yourself any grace here. You know that, right?
Exactly.
Like, you're not making a good case for yourselves. Like, you're just showing you're a douchebag.
Yeah, it's just
Ugh,
I hate that series so much. I really do.
so annoying.
It looks worse than the series that basically was the first CG series, which is depressing. That is sad. You don't just make a reboot of that and be like, oh yeah, great. Thank you for
Yeah,
that reboot. That's really cool of you.
yeah,
Oh shit, Goofy movie? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, this is my other shit.
yeah. But only Geary was like only 4.5 stars for a Goofy movie. Taj,
I mean,
what's
that's a
all
good-
that
that's a
about?
good
That's
score.
a 5-star movie, bro.
I love that movie. I love that movie. I only did it for a joke. Please look at the look at the stupid fucking review I made. Where the fuck is it?
Right here. Really good movie. My only issue is that I wish that the movie was a little more extra.
Now look at the
Yeah, no, that's tough.
hate this
and now look at the other movie I
click off this
reviewed.
bullshit just to avoid this.
No, he might be
Look at
pitching with that
the other movie I reviewed.
Guys,
Oh my god.
I honestly like these movies.
Taj, you might be the funniest nigga on the planet. Like
I
genuinely, you
like
might be the
these
funniest
movies
human being
equally,
alive.
bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
So much.
Guy, yo, you,
oh my
You-
god.
you're special. You know that?
No.
You're really unique.
Guys, holy shit.
Oh.
Oh my
They
god.
did it. They
Oh.
extremified my Goofy movie.
He's like, guys, holy shit.
Oh my god.
So stupid.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Guys, holy shit is
Fucking
crazy,
dumb.
man.
I holy. I'm not even gonna hold you. I just really enjoy both these movies. I like.
Oh.
hate you so much.
No, I agree. I actually rewatch extremely more than the original, even though I think they're both about as good as like I know the first one it is better, but I just like them both about the same.
Mm.
I rewatched extremely so many times. I love that.
I can honestly kind of get it for extremely goofy movie, especially if you have that X
I
Games
just like Max,
nostalgia.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I was into that.
I really
shit.
do. I really do. Same here.
Like,
Extreme
because that
sports was my
skateboarding
shit.
trend was heavy back in the 2000s, man. So many motherfuckers were posers as shit, and me one of them.
Yeah, no.
like there were so many posers that came out the woodworks for skateboarding back then, and like they capitalized the fuck on it. But I'll admit, it didn't feel too distracting as a kid. It just felt like, oh, okay, the X Games exist in the Disney world, I guess. Like, I don't know. This was because you don't think about product placement like that. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It seemed like something Max would be interested in.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a skateboard nigga back in like, GoTube. I never really watched that show, but I really do fuck with a goofy movie and an extremely goofy movie heavy.
Mm.
I never watched Goof Troop either. I only played the game, which, by the way, banger game. That game rocks.
Mm.
It was a good game. I remember I played it as like
Yo,
a really
Capcom and Disney were on their shit for that era.
Yo,
they were like,
hey, I hate Capcom and I
You
hate
hate?
Disney, but
Whoa,
yo,
whoa,
I do.
okay.
But
I
Wait,
understand
you
do
hate
good.
what?
But why
Capcom
do you
and
hate
Disney.
Capcom?
I hate most video game companies. They do a lot of bullshit that I cannot forgive them for.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
right.
what?
That's true.
Okay, that's fair. But like, entertain me. Why has Capcom wronged you? Like, legitimately, I'm interested in this.
Hey, when did the last Darkstalkers game come out?
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
okay, you're
see,
right.
I
Yeah.
think, see,
No,
I think
no,
it would be
no, no,
reasonable
no,
and
no,
say
chill,
like Mega
chill,
Man or something.
chill, time out,
Darkstalkers
time
is
out.
just not relevant right now. It's just not.
Time out, chill. You can't do that.
To be fair,
I'm
to be
just
fair.
saying, they were good to me.
Hey, maybe if you buy these little fighting game collections when they come out,
I'm not buying
Okay, so I guess you don't want. I guess you don't want.
Look. I get it. You gotta buy Marvel vs. Capcom 2, dog. You gotta bring it back for me. Like you gotta do this for me.
Oh,
dog.
I love
They're
Marvel
doing-
vs.
they're
Capcom.
doing-
Here's the thing. I know why they're not making that because they fucked up with Infinity, and I would be a little scared to make another game if I fucked up the last time. But
Okay, like they're literally.
there's like a bunch
doing-
of Capcom games that they don't make anymore.
Yeah, no.
That's fucked up. I mean, they're no Konami. But...
I mean, there's no more Exo Primal, and that just came out. They're gonna stop development on that, or more or less like stop.
Nobody
adding
wanted that,
features.
though,
No,
to
I
be
think
fair.
Capcom
Nobody
Man,
asked for that damn
listened
game.
to people
that
more
game
than
was so
almost any other
goddamn
company.
cool, and they just threw it away now. Ah,
Dude, Capcom
I mean,
listens to people
nobody
more
was
than any
playing
other
it.
company, I feel.
They
Or
were.
not more than, I'd say
I mean-
more than the average company.
You know what? I think that is true, and they are getting better now.
Because, like, I
But
never
They're on
We
top
need
of the
some-
industry right now. They're
ever get
killing it.
attorney investigations too in the U.S. Never in a million years. And then we're just like, oh, by the way, Ace Attorney Investigations collection coming. And this was the same year that Apollo Justice got its collection. So it's like, okay, we get it. Calm down.
What other shit? Speaking of Capcom shit, yeah, no, I watched the Street Fighter movie ever since I.
That's
Yo,
different.
you are funny.
No,
You're
video
funny.
game movies
You're
do not
funny.
count.
I immediately watched that shit after I watched that fucking video, bruh, and it was a
Yeah.
blast and a half, dog. Like
That's
the
the
movie
hardest
kind of.
lines in all of cinema.
Oh,
Wait,
my
I've
so
never-
for context, I think it was like a letterbox ago or 2 letterboxes ago. I mentioned that I watched a video on the Street Fighter movie production. That shit was insane. Like I said last time, Jean-Claude Van Damme was on so much cocaine.
My nigga was
It's
coked
unreal-
up.
An
Bro, look at the
unreal
review.
amount of cocaine.
Bro, look at my review. I said it myself. After I realized these things were coked up, it became a better movie.
Coked up while filming this shit. 3.5. Just because they were doped up, that's the reason.
That's crazy, dog.
Oh, they were insane.
But
This movie production was crazy.
If they say no one does good shit off cocaine, bro, they're lying. They're lying.
That's insane to say. You can't endorse cocaine.
Oh my god, bro, what the fuck?
Oh,
Like,
Like- I've only seen the Nostalgia Critic video talking about it, and like from what I've seen, just from looking at that, it's like, yeah, nah, this movie's fucking done. Like,
That's pretty bad.
I don't know.
It's a
Oh, no.
bad movie.
Like-
it's so bad.
I wouldn't give it 3.5
I
stars.
still,
That's insane.
but I still think about the one scene with the truck coming at them, and they're looking at it on the TV, and Zangief's like, "Quick, change the channel."
again, like I don't know, like I think
That's
it's
just
like
funny.
it's like it keeps flip-flopping for me because I've watched this more than once. It's like sometimes I think it's mid, other time I think like, damn, this is super corny, in a positive way. Like, you know,
Oh yeah.
I think it does a pretty good job. A couple of months ago, I watched a scary movie. I watched the first 2 scary movies, and Jesus Christ,
You like them? Oh,
Why did I think
I
this
was-
was funny? Why did I think this was funny when I was 13? Like,
Hated these things. I need to beat this shit.
Oh my
I
god.
need to
the
beat
message
the
was
shit
that
out of
not
myself.
funny.
no,
Oh my god.
I don't know,
Dude,
bro.
it's
It's just
so-
like there are some funny moments, and it's like I get it. You know, scary movie is like the fucking cultivator of like raunchy comedy of like, you know, the spoof movie. Like there was like a way spoof movies were before this came out, and then this happened, and then spoof movies changed, but they kind of changed for the worse. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
because of Scary Movie that spoof movies started to suck.
Do we even have spoof movies anymore?
no,
not really.
they
Nope.
died. They very much
They kept
died.
making bullshit.
They kept making
And like,
they kept making spoof movies based off of trailers to the summer blockbusters, not the actual movies that came out. Because everything you saw was like, oh, that was in the trailer for these movies. I remember, but that, like,
and I'm
man,
like, I don't know.
Remember-
For like one funny joke, like for every one funny joke, there's like they're in this movie, they hit you with like 5 others and 6 very homophobic jokes, and I'm like, whoa, like
Oh my
what's
God.
going
Oh,
on here?
jeez.
Like,
How's about a kiss?
Yeah. No, I remember I owned the one spoof movie I owned was superhero movie.
oh, that's
Oh.
I actually like
Oh,
superhero
jeez.
movie. I like that one.
I rewatched this. It's not very good.
It's not, but I like it. It's a kind of a guilty pleasure.
Mm.
It's I think I had like the real, because I used to, when I was younger, and mind you, not 13. When I was like 10, I used to watch this movie all the time. I was like,
What
oh,
were you doing at 10 years old watching that shit, dog?
I don't know, but I was like, oh, superhero, I like that, and my dad didn't check what movie it was and got it for me, and I was like,
Just
boom.
said, okay, superhero movie, sure, why
I
Yeah.
was
not?
gonna say they should make a sequel, but I don't think Greg Bell.
Ooh,
will
they
do
should.
movies
Ooh,
anymore.
if they made a sequel now, I think it'd be even more obnoxious.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be so
they
bad.
shouldn't.
You ever
Oh.
watch Vampires Suck?
No.
Oh, I've heard of that.
That
No,
movie
have I
is-
seen it?
That movie sucks.
I don't
That
think I've
movie's
seen it.
bad.
That movie sucks. I've heard
Is
of
it,
it.
is it just like vampire
I
spoof?
saw, yeah, it's just Twilight spoofs. I know that much. I didn't watch
Oh.
it, but I know for damn sure because it was at the height of Twilight when it came out. This was like
Makes
the
sense,
very
yeah.
last spoof movie, basically.
I think the last one was a Hunger Games one. Like that was the
Oh
last
yeah,
one
that's right.
before.
That one. I forgot about that.
That one was the last one I just remember, and I never watched it, and I never saw anyone talk about it. So I'm like, okay, I think we're done here.
Smarty Pants in chat says, "OMG, I watched Vampires Suck.
It's not.
It
It's
was
not great.
Not great."
In fact, you could even
Yeah.
say it's poopy, and I would agree with you.
You
Talk
say
to me.
it was was it draining in some way?
I have
Boo,
watched Meet
nigga,
the
boo,
Spartans.
boo.
Meet the Spartans is also bad.
Oh, I saw that one. I don't know why I watched it. I don't know why I sought it out.
No, bro.
I was a
Yeah,
kid
spoof
when
movies were
I
crazy.
was a teenager when I saw it. I was just like at a point of watching anything on like Cinemax or whatever, and I just was like,
Not
oh
on Cinemax. Come on.
yeah,
Come on. No.
fine stars.
Okay, better. I was like, there's no fucking way it was on Cinemax. Come on. There is some quality check on Cinemax.
That's so bad. But yeah, like I watched this shit and I was like, damn, it's as bad as the trailer made it out to be. I goddamn. I don't know why I sought this movie out. The Britney Spears joke was so fucking done and tired. Because personally, I
Yep.
never really got on to the Britney hate too much. Like as a kid, I was just like, yeah, what did she exactly do? Like I don't. All I know is I just know the paparazzi were taking pictures of her a lot, and I was like, yeah, I'd probably be mad too about that. Like, what the fuck? So it was
Like, yeah,
weird.
leave her alone. Leave Britney alone.
For real.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy how that became a meme when it was like kind of just like a reasonable demand.
For real.
It's like
I know, right?
this, like it's not that funny. It's just kind of empathy.
For real. Oy. But shout outs to Wheelchair Symbol for the $2.22 for the super chat. They sent their letterbox, and I just want to say that Country Bears, come on now.
What am I
Country Bears.
What am I
Man,
looking
I
at?
watched that movie.
Bro,
You've
I,
never heard of
I
Country Bears?
remember it, but
No.
I
That
don't
sounds
think I've
familiar.
watched
Oh,
it. I just
boy.
remember seeing it.
I love
That
this movie. I will say it. I love this movie.
Oh, I've
That
never seen
movie's
it.
terrifying.
Oh no, wait, but I saw something earlier where I was gonna be like, oh, super goated moment, tear across the dotted line, goated.
Oh,
That should be on Letterboxd.
I kept seeing this around, but I never watched it.
It's pretty good.
Oh, we got Steins
is
Gate
really
up there. Yeah, he's
Is
I don't
that
know.
the first season or the second season? I always forget the.
It's the first.
name.
It's the first one. The second one is This World Can't Tear Me Down. I need to
right.
finish that, but I don't know. I really like it. It's a very weird like show. Again, he's right. I don't understand why this is on Letterboxd because like it's essentially just like a 6-episode special where like you just see a nigga kind of like just chill and have like these really weird conversations and stuff, and I'm like, wow, these are very like nonsensical and stuff. But I find them really interesting because the visuals are cool and stuff. And then the last episode happens, and I'm just like, where the fuck did this come from? Like,
Oh, jeez.
like it's literally just like a punch to the face, and I'm like, whoa, this like I did not expect this. This is good. Like,
Damn. Did not like Ride or Die. Look at this. Half a star for Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Damn.
Martin Lord's forced to show his
Guess he
bare
chose to
ass in
die.
the first 5 minutes, plus Will
Whoa.
Smith's career for the past 16 years sums this movie up. Embarrassing as
Whoa,
all caps.
damn,
Embarrassing.
16 years?
Damn.
Fuck.
That's
Okay,
Damn,
first of all,
nigga, you hate Will
Like,
Smith.
damn. And then
Far
for
From
Far
Home.
From Home,
That's
damn,
insane.
nigga.
That's crazy. That movie is
insane.
not. What?
What a mistake.
Like what?
Dude,
Like that nigga's like.
he must be one of
Shoot
those.
you, like-
I don't like the Iron Man Jr. I don't like it. That's
I don't
pretty-
even-
Maybe,
I don't even
because
think-
shit.
He might be one of those.
Defend yourself in the comments, gang. What's
Yeah,
going
bro.
on?
Wheelchair, get back in
Spider-Man
here.
Far From Home is insane. Come on. I get not liking it, but half a star, it wasn't that bad. It could have been
Nothing.
worse.
Like, at that point, you're trying to say, like, the production was bad, the acting was bad.
Yeah,
like-
wait, what the hell?
like-
Oh my god.
Yeah. You're saying
Like-
the entire movie, it's endearingly weird?
What does
I
that
don't know.
mean?
I have no clue what you're talking
He's
about.
trying to be vague
That is
You
enough.
might be
not
talking.
a
Might be talking
half-star
about
thing to
Tara.
say.
Might be talking about Tara along the dotted line. Might be trying to catch up, but
Maybe.
That is, I was just thinking that is not a half star. Like, you don't just say it's endearingly weird and just be like, okay, half a star.
You know, damn, like I can't imagine walking out of a Spider-Man movie and thinking, oh, that shit
this
might be the
world
worst thing I've
can't
ever seen in
tear
my
me
life.
down is also goaded. Yeah. Okay, they're catching up.
Okay, yeah.
But because I'm just like, this is insane to me. Fucking.
What a mistake. You don't think like Amazing Spider-Man 2 is worse? You like that more? Genuinely.
That's
Genuine.
that's a real question. Yeah.
Because like unless you think there's like many Spider-Man movies that are that bad.
Oh, you got 17.
And
Oh
at that
shit.
point. Nigga loves movies.
Yeah, he does.
Filter it to his lowest scores.
Mm,
Yes,
good thing.
Only a
please.
chopping block.
The 1 stars. Good burger to
Damn.
you, fair.
Oh my god, She-Hulk. Okay, damn.
Yeah, he hates
I
Will
didn't know
Smith.
that
God
bad.
damn.
Yeah,
Okay,
you do.
well, buddy.
Hitchcock is
Oh
definitely
my
not a
God.
damn 1. You
I
are.
like
I mean,
Hancock.
Hancock is not a fucking 1.
I like Hancock. I love Hancock.
I fucking hate this movie.
He's as
Like,
big as
god
Hawk.
damn, a 1? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. They did kind of play their cards a little too soon with it because they tried to give the sequel story in it first, and it's like, okay, yeah, that was wonky, but like, it's not a 1. A 1 is like for horrible productions, you know. That's like something like The Room, where it's like, oh yeah, nothing
That's
works.
not even
here.
a 1.
Okay, look, professionally, it's a 1.
Mm.
I'm sorry, professionally, it's a 1. I don't care I don't care. It's a funny ass movie. It is cultural. It is culture. It is film culture. Yes, but
It's a little
god damn
fucked
it,
up that it's
it
culture.
professionally is a 1.
There's so many.
Mm.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I'm looking-
Dungeons and
that's
Dragons is not a 1.
Yeah,
It's
wait a minute.
podcast
Dungeons and
movie.
Dragons,
What are we
nigga?
talking
Holy shit.
about?
What the?
What are we
I think this
talking
nigga might just not
about?
like modern superhero movies and Dungeons and Dragons, I guess.
This should
Wow,
give me like.
what a fucking.
This should,
Wait,
this thing
wait,
is Mr.
we-
No Fun, bro.
wait,
I'm tired.
Wait, they said they finally spoke about Far From Home. They said Far From Home is the only Spider-Man movie with no heart in it. What, in my opinion, what are you talking about?
That's
What
good.
are we-
no
It's
heart
what you're
in it?
smoking. Stop smoking that.
You
brother,
smoking, you smoking some weird shit.
Brother,
Let
why
me
are you
mind, like, you smoking
lying?
some weird
Why are
shit.
you lying? What do you gain from lying?
No heart is insane. Also,
No
only is insane too. There's like some really bad ones.
Wait a minute. 12. Wait. Only you're saying 12 Angry Men. This ain't the old one, is it? What is that? 90s.
Is it the old one?
This
Wait,
is the
are we
90s.
having
No, it's a
problems?
remake.
No,
It's
it's
the
the 90s
remake.
one. I still don't think it's that bad, but like, come on.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
got-
a 1.
I'm about to say.
If it was the old one, there would be worse.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 has a
Has a
semblance of a
I
heart
would
in it.
have the 12 Angry Men.
Oh, you like Spider-Man? Ooh, okay, so he's just wrong. Like, I don't think you like good movies, brother. That's the problem.
Semblance in which part? The credits? I don't remember that part.
Is it with all
I
the
don't-
Sony product placement? Is that the semblance of heart?
Yeah, the only good parts of that movie
The
are
red- The Red
Him
Turtle
and,
half a star? I never
Gwen
seen about
Stacy.
You don't think I hated it?
Nigga, Bullet Train half a star?
Nigga,
Oh
is
my
that the
God,
Owl
that's-
House? Is that the Owl?
That's it. We're done here.
Wait, where do you see the Owl House?
Right there, right?
It's right there. Yeah, this nigga hates this shit.
You
Oh,
don't.
that's the
Brother.
finale. Is that
Yes!
the finale?
This is the worst
Oh.
episode of the series. It's not even close.
I-
This is how you chose to spend 40 minutes. What the What is?
Do you
Half a
not
Star
like
is
good
crazy,
things?
but I
That's
also didn't like the
insane.
finale that much.
I
The
don't
finale
think
was
you
a
like-
little rushed.
I just don't
I mean,
think you
yeah,
like.
it
But
was
half a
rushed,
star
but,
is
you know,
insane.
production shit was the reason for that. But this is insane. A half a star.
My
Might be the
nigga
most
does not
insane
like
rating.
good things, brother.
Oh
like,
my
on this
god.
website.
What's his 5
Whoa.
stars? What does he think is peak?
Yeah,
True shit. What the
It's about,
fuck?
it's about to be some bullshit.
Let's see. Buzz and Booze and Stars Born.
Okay.
Oh hell no.
That's a good
Nacho
movie.
Libre? Are we
Not
for real?
Libre.
Are we for real?
Okay,
we're
12.
okay,
The
sorry,
original
okay.
12 Angry Men. Sure.
He doesn't have
Spa-
complete
Nigga,
shit
Space
taste.
Jam.
don't, nigga. Ooh, I'm a Space Jam hater. Let's do this shit. This shit ass. This shit dick.
Oh shit.
Dick in the booty dick, bro. Come on, like.
Holy
5
shit.
stars on the Space Jam might be the most insane. So you
My nigga, cock
watched
on the
the
block.
you were like, I love this. I love
No,
this.
what you mean? Space Jam has heart.
Brother, Space Jam. Oh my god, brother.
Space Jam's the
Heart
only
and
movie
soul,
with
my
heart in it.
nigga.
Oh my god. Like I get Space Jam is childhood, obviously, but like it's not a good movie.
No,
it's
it's
not even a
not.
good
Not to
Looney
me.
Tunes movie.
Not
Like it
to
doesn't even
me.
understand the Looney Tunes properly. Like cuz just Bugs alone could take care of the whole Monstar team. Like for real.
Michael Jordan.
Like the fact that they said, "Yeah, we need help from Michael Jordan." I'm like, "Why?"
Why do they need help from Michael Jordan?
and it's so and it's like they
Box office,
it
that's
was
why.
it's perfectly fine. They were perfectly fine as like commercials, you know. It's like, oh yeah, that's cool. But then to decide, yeah, let's make a movie out of that. I'm like, you made a movie out of a commercial? What is wrong with you?
That's
Like,
just so lame.
oh, that's like if Butterfingers and Simpsons tried to make a movie.
I kind of watched that.
Shut up.
I'm saying good idea then. God.
I'm
Dude,
gonna go to Fox and pitch it.
Oh, you say, hey, hold on.
Tumblr with a Tumblr.
Suicide Squad is good. Like this is James Gunn's one, right?
Yeah,
I hope so.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
I'm on it.
I'm not
Some
gonna
weird
lie.
Words and such.
For having so many superhero stuff at a half a star, the ones that you have at 5, some of them are a little crazy. Civil War's not that good. It's like good, but it's like not 5 stars. Like,
It's a good 4.
It's a good
Yeah,
4.
I'd say
yeah,
4
Yeah,
max.
that's fair.
like, are you really watching it often? I'm not. Maybe I'm crazy.
Does that make you
Wheelchair
crazy?
symbol says "For the future is terrible." It's the 2nd episode of the finale.
Damn.
Thank-
That owl
Terrible.
house.
Thanks to them was the last one, right? Or no?
Yeah. No, it was watching and learning.
Watching and
Because it's
learning.
thanks for watching. That's why. That's what it spells out. Because the
Mm.
first one's thanks for everything, and then the second one is like for them or for the future, and the last one's like watching and learning or something. I don't know.
Okay, I can admit that middle part that wasn't the greatest, but that half star is still atrocious. That's just damn.
Yeah,
Really?
that's like a personal grudge right there.
For real. Let's see.
Maybe Will Smith was in it. I forgot.
Oh my god. But this
Yeah,
5-star on
it's
Tron Legacy is kind of nuts. Like Tron Legacy is definitely a good 3-star.
I wouldn't even get that much to be real.
Jeez.
I just think it's not that good. I think it's fine, like a solid 5 out of 10.
That's fair. Ugh.
Interesting 5 stars. Not crazy, but we're back to crazy time. Got it.
That is good. Bullet Train at half a star.
Yeah,
What
I
did
don't
he
want
not
to.
like?
I don't like this.
It had no heart. Obviously.
Oy.
Probably had Will Smith in it
Yeah,
too.
no heart. That adds up.
I don't know. I've just got fascinated a little bit. Damn, Detective Pikachu 1.5.
Okay, he might be right.
He might have a point. What did he say?
Justice League Wars.
didn't say anything.
Why is Loki season 1 at 1.5?
Oh shit.
Damn. That shit was not that bad.
That's
That shit
kind of
was
crazy.
All right.
That wasn't
probably
no
more-
bad.
There are many
What's it
worse
called?
MCU shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
There's-
Dang.
Like I said, Loki's probably one of the better ones.
Ooh. That was definitely an Letterboxd account to look through. Shit.
Thank you for your submission.
Yeah.
We were entertained.
That was fun.
You made us chuckle.
Yeah. Y'all can send y'all letterboxes too, and we'll judge you as well. Civil War is my golden goose. I can write a paper on it. It's the best MCU, and it's not even close.
I
I
feel
disagree, but like if it's your golden goose,
Captain
then
America that
what
came
am I gonna
before it was much better.
say?
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Winter
I
Soldier
also
was a much
disagree.
better film, I think.
The
Yeah,
movie's fake deep.
Civil War.
Yeah.
All of them are kinda.
Now I can show you a half-star movie. Earwig and the Goddamn Witch.
Damn. Poor Miyazaki,
This.
son. He can't
Like
make shit.
he could.
I can't say no. I can't say none. The only Miyazaki movie I've ever seen is Ponyo, and that's just goated.
Well, this is Goro. This is a different breed.
Yeah, bro. It was like me and Tariq had watched this, and like, oh, it just had no sense. Nothing worked. Like the animation was so fucking weird. Even like the way the characters move was odd. There was no sense of framing. Like they didn't understand how the horizon line should work, and so a lot of the shots just feel so just oddly framed, you know? It's like they don't convey anything. They're just there. Like I can't remember a proper shot from this movie except for the last shot with the damn mom coming back, which I'm like, why was that not like the end of Act 1 or some shit? Like what the fuck? Like this was a while ago when it dropped. This was 4 years ago. Holy shit.
That was 4 years ago?
Damn.
Oh my god.
What I say? I was like,
Too
it's
old.
not a movie. It's a collection of false starts that looks like a DreamWorks Nickelodeon show.
It looks bad.
Damn.
Like, I feel bad because it's their first 3D, but it just looks bad.
It was, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, they thought they were doing something with it. It's like their first 3D, yes.
They were making their first bad movie.
Like,
Good for them.
Wow, it does look
Everyone
bad.
deserves to have
Yeah.
a bad movie. Every
It looks like
major company
Miraculous.
should have a bad movie.
oh,
Damn.
That's an insult.
It does look
That's
like
an insult
Miraculous.
to Miraculous. They at least know how to frame their shit. Look at this. This is not framed
I mean,
right. Well,
even that's being a little generous.
oy.
Damn, this shit looks so ugly. Ew, my eyeballs. I'm like looking at this.
Oh my goodness, man.
Dude, it looks like the Boris and the Bears thing that you see like ads for all the time.
Oh jeez.
It looks bad.
Oh, and they just don't move right. Ugh. Like now that is a perfect example of a 1.5 star because I was like, even on a structural level, this thing just didn't make any sense. I didn't even get why anyone did anything. You had that what was that, Lycan dude or what was it, the Leviathan or whatever guy who's just grumpy for some reason, but I don't know why. And then they
He's a
try.
Leviathan. He has problems. You just don't get it.
Oh my god. I couldn't with that shit, man. Ooh,
You poop.
big time poop. Hey.
Quite the pooper, if you ask me.
This looks. This Pickle Nick said, "I have a friend who doesn't like the Spider-Verse films because of the art style."
Also, dumb and wrong. That's crazy. Like,
For real.
Wait, what?
Like the art style
wild.
is literally one of
That's
the
like-
biggest selling points.
I was gonna say, like, you could not like the story, but I mean, to hate the art style is wild.
brother, again,
Feels
it's like,
forced.
not trying to be that guy, but you know, the Spider-Verse movies came out, and then the animation industry changed a little bit. Like,
It really did.
For real. Like it's what finally got them to realize, oh, we can actually make 3D look different. Like
Yeah, we can make it look-
actually
Not realistic, and it'll look fantastic. We can make it look good.
exactly.
Make fucking things look good.
Like we can
Make
let
a
art
sequel of
style
Puss in Boots.
shine. Oy. Like exactly, like you look at Puss in Boots, it's like, oh yeah, finally. They're catching on. They're learning.
if Spider-Verse did not exist, Puss in Boots would not look like that. That is the truth. Like,
It
Mhm.
is. It really is. And that movie looks fantastic.
Oh my! I just looked at this one movie, Carter. This is like this one action.
Harder.
It's this one action movie from I forgot where this was from. Oh, North Korea, not North Korea, South Korea.
I was gonna say.
I'll be like, oh, this movie's
the
nuts.
watch if it was from North Korea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the South Korea movie that like, oh, there's like this movie had no sense of like of location. Like somehow you would be in one location and we somehow would get to a different one without properly explaining how we got there, or it just didn't understand geography. You know, like we would be in this forest area where they're somewhat on a cliff and they're traveling on a train somehow, and it transitions us to this open flat field, and you're just wondering what happened to the damn greenery, to the forest and the cliff they were just near. Like you're looking behind the train, like they show behind the train, and there's none of that greenery that we were just in. I'm like,
Oh damn.
how do you do that?
that's crazy.
Ugh, like, and there was this one dumbass stunt that immediately told me, oh, we are in a bad spot for this movie, where like this one dude got kicked off of this one dude got like he tackled somebody out of a window, and like no, okay, how it's a weird ass fucking stunt that they did, where this guy kicked somebody out the window, they fell, and they were about to, and a car came in and hit them, but instead of them like just being propelled forward to where the car was going, they bounce up like it's a trampoline, like they bounce off the hood of the car and come straight up. And the guy jumps out and tackles the guy as he comes up and into some trash. If that made any fucking sense to y'all.
Holy shit! I'm not gonna lie. When you said it was a kick out the window, like the first thing I thought was that one scene from The Simpsons where Ned's like pushing Homer's sleeping body out the window onto the mattress, and he bounces back to the first floor.
That's basically it, but he bounced
What
direct.
happened?
That's basically it. Like the dude just
That's
bounced
so-
directly back up, even though he got hit by a car.
That's
Like,
so fucking funny.
It's so fucking crazy. It's like they just said fuck physics entirely, and not in the good way where it would make sense, or it's like, oh, that it's like, okay, yeah, you had to ignore some physics there to make that really look cool. Like this is like, oh, y'all just said fuck it and did whatever. And I was so mad. I watched this with some friends.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, y'all didn't know what to do with this movie. I was like, a man gets run over by a car and trampolines off of it and gets tackled sideways into a cart. Make of that what you will. I spelled that wrong. Oh, and geography be damned. Like, oh, I can't with that movie. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyone got any other movies?
Oh, fucking. Nah, bro, fucking. I had to do it for like a project thing for my friend group, but I watched Road to El Dorado recently. That shit was fun.
Mm.
I've actually
First
never
time?
seen Road to El Dorado.
No, I watched it again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's pretty
That's
alright.
one of my all-time favorite movies.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That movie's phenomenal.
I loved watching that movie as a kid. Like I saw it in theaters, then I had the tape and kept that on replay, bro. It kind of
Yeah, that good movie. Good movie.
it's one of those movies that helped solidify me as a Elton John fan. I'll be honest. Like, you had Lion
Really?
King. Yeah, you had Lion King, obviously. So that's where my first, where I first was exposed to him. And then you get to Road to El Dorado, and I'm like, oh man, this guy kind of gas, bro. Like every song, I was just like, I loved
Elton John
every
does make
song.
good music.
Oh my
Music's
goodness.
peak.
Hot diggity damn.
Every time Chell pulls up in the movie, I start acting like SpongeBob when he's in the tree dome with no water helmet. She's 100% the reason why I act like this.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
No, I can relate. I can relate to that one, brother.
Yeah, honestly, I agree, 100%.
I mean,
Theo is a lucky man.
Oh my God.
He definitely would awaken something in somebody growing
Me.
up.
I'm not somebody. I'm just
Why did I watch this, brother?
Oh,
What about me,
man.
Jonathan? I'm something.
No, wait. What the
Oh no, that shit good. But the movie's legitimately, honestly, really good. It really no, this wasn't the last animated fucking DreamWorks movie. It was Sinbad, right? Or was it
You're
Spirit?
talking about 2D animation? I think
Yeah,
it's
2D
Spirit.
animated.
I
It
think
was
it's Spirit.
Sinbad, I think.
Oh, Sinbad came
Mm.
after Spirit?
Sinbad was
And
after
that movie
this?
is
Yeah.
not great. I did not
I
like
remember
Sinbad.
seeing it in like 7th grade, and I thought it was actually pretty fun.
I do
Is it just because of the heiress? Because if it is, you could just say it is. I get it.
Eris is good too, but she's not being chill. I'm sorry, but what the fuck was I gonna say? Wasn't
mean,
this
yeah.
movie gonna? Wasn't this movie like the one that they thought was gonna do good? And like, if niggas were fucking up on this movie, they had to go work on fucking Shrek, or was that Prince of Egypt?
That might have been.
That might have been
Actually, I
Prince of
don't
Egypt.
know.
I think El Dorado made more money than
Prince of Egypt was like Oscar bait film, I think.
I think you're
Yeah,
right.
With the
kinda,
cast.
yeah. We
It's a good-
Mm.
I have a weird beef with that movie. Yes,
You
it's
got
good.
a beef with Prince? With the
I
Prince-
think it's a good movie. I swear to God, if I gotta watch this again at Sunday school, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh, they was really putting on peak. Like, I
I
wouldn't
get
hate.
it. But do I gotta watch that shit every week? Like,
Yes.
Look, it's
Yes.
just to me, it's just funny how Prince of Persia is the strongest Christian movie they got without
Did you just
having
say
it
Prince
be
of Persia?
not Prince of Egypt. No, wait.
I mean, I love Prince of Persia. That game
Jesus.
fucking rocks.
Damn, I don't know why I said Persia. Prince of Egypt. Like, and like, damn. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's funny that they made one of the greatest Christian movies, but it wasn't really made by, like, the church.
yeah, no, I think that's really interesting. Like, wow, they're just like, we're not really Christian. We just want to make a really good movie, and look at that, like they did.
Yep.
I
Like,
love
they
that they tried
actually
to
made
do
the
it
best
again with
argument for
Joseph.
Christianity.
Joseph, King of Dreams.
Joseph.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
That was,
shit was kind of. That shit was.
that was not the
was a
dumb
big
thing I
fall
off.
thought it was.
I only seen the trailers for that on repeat because it was on the El Dorado tape.
Does anyone here like Spirit?
The
I
horse
do.
movie. I do.
Yeah.
I fuck
I
with
never
that
seen
I
movie.
love, I love Spirit.
I do not like Spirit.
Damn. Okay.
you're
So why'd you call us out trying to like make us mad?
shit's-
No,
It's
you
just
like
tough.
it. That's fine. I think a lot of people like that movie. I do not like that movie.
Mm,
Damn.
I love
I
that
think
movie.
I think it is.
I didn't know
annoying.
you rate that.
I think it is an annoying,
Annoying?
movie.
How
We
so?
do not need that narration, and that narration is so distracting.
Mm,
It was like
interesting.
the people who made the movie didn't want to even do that anyway. It was like the executives like, man, niggas are too dumb to just watch a movie about a horse, bro. Like,
It's just crazy. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I know it's like they have Matt Damon's narration. It just kind of ruins it.
It does. I'm sorry. It does
I
for
was
me.
fine with it. I think it adds to the vibe.
Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. You did do that.
Oh, me over on mine. Oh my god. Okay. Oh,
Fan Stick giving that half
Oh
star.
yeah, that shit is ass.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
garbage.
a
Correct.
good half star.
Yep.
garbage movie.
I went to
That's
see
a
that
half.
shit, and I went to see that shit with my family. I got dragged to it.
I'm so
I
sorry.
didn't want to see that shit, bro.
Oh, Fan 4
Mm.
Stick.
Yeah, that was like I made a video on it. Like that was the early days of the channel, like first
That was
season.
only Man of 100 Thoughts.
Oh, God. Oy.
No, that movie sucked. Damn, what was the quote? Oh, we're really like a fantastic bunch. Say that again. That's it. I wouldn't.
No,
Oh,
he's
I-
like,
oh, they-
whatever
he's
the
like,
line
we need
is.
to come up with a name or something. And he's like, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got it. Oh.
that's a fucking
Shit out
Family
of
Guy
you,
joke.
Reed. That's fantastic.
I'm like they
It's
really.
such a dumb joke.
they
I hate
really-
it.
I'm like that joke was written in a way that said, "Oh damn, the deadline is coming up, and I gotta finish this shit." Like that, it reeks of that. Like
It really does.
desperation.
So
In-
bad.
It honestly feels like it's so like serious. It feels like they're like really proud of it. It's just like they're
I
like
think he was proud of it because
They
it
should
was
not.
that movie
Like,
was done
They
by
were not looking.
what's the name the Chronicle guy.
All right, well, like Chronicle.
I love Chronicle, but
Yeah,
was it
it
written by him
was.
or directed by him?
Not the writer, not Max Landis,
The
but the
director. Yeah,
Yeah,
Josh
because
Trank.
after Josh Trank, and that guy had an ego, bro. He was full of himself, and he was supposed to go and do Rogue One, but that got snatched away from him because of Fan Stick being so trash, and apparently like
Mm.
the script was going through so many revisions and changes, like on shoot day. Like apparently it was just a terrible movie to work on. Like, this guy,
Damn.
he was very full of himself. That's probably why he doesn't get work more. So.
Yeah, hey, Chronicle is great though. I'll say that, and I'll say
was.
some directing choices of Fan Stick are pretty cool if they're isolated from what the movie's about.
Yeah, it's cool body horror.
Yeah, but if someone's like
I feel like the body
Doctor
horror-
Doom, I'm like, ugh.
The
That bro,
CGI wasn't good enough though.
man, that
So,
Doctor
no, it
Doom.
wasn't.
I to this day think he looks like a bunch of hot trash that mixed with the trash can, bro. Like,
100%.
like
Trash test dummy.
infused.
Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause
no, he
it's
looks
like-
awful.
It's like, what the fuck
He
made
does.
y'all
He
think
looks really
anybody
bad.
wanted to look at that? Like, I
Yeah.
hate how every time when it comes to either superhero or supervillain costumes, they have to come up with these weird round or like overly complex like designs and shit. And it's like, bro, what makes you think regular people like complex designs? Like, come on, like keep it simple, stupid. Oy.
Please
Oh,
watch
yeah.
our movie. It's so good. We have our villain's so complex because his design is complex.
Oy.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, they keep fumbling Doctor Doom.
They haven't
And-
gotten
It's
it right.
annoying.
I mean, they've only done it twice, right? I don't
They're
know if
so-
the
they're
old. I don't know
afraid
if
of
the
that
really
nigga,
old one
bro.
did it.
They're afraid of trying
It's
to
because-
sell.
Because he's so silly. If we're being real, he's kind of silly, and that's why they're scared of him because they don't want to do silly.
They don't want him to be over the top and all that. But it's like, here's the thing:
Yeah.
he can be over the top as long as you make it clear he's threatening as shit. Like he murks motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
Like he
No,
very
that-
much will
that
kill
nigga
people
evil.
just because. Like you gotta play that up. Like yeah, he's silly and goofy looking, but he's still a threat. Plain and simple.
Oh yeah. I think to Doom, you really have to lean into the camp. Like that nigga talks like he talks silly. If we're
Oh,
being
yes.
real, he talks like a cartoon
does.
character. And like I know they changed Thor, which I'm okay with because I thought how Thor talked originally was annoying. No, I prefer him now. I thought he was annoying when he talked like.
No, I prefer him now too. I'm saying that the original Thor's.
Oh
sucked.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Love and
I
Thunder.
think-
I prefer it.
That's,
So
Yeah.
that's
boring.
Yeah, Love
I'd
and
rather have
Thunder.
them like try too hard than not try at all with like trying to make him a good character. And it's just like,
Yeah.
no, I don't like you. No like.
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna do Doctor Doom. They can do him really good though. I'm not gonna like MCU has like some pretty good villains. Like we can't lie. So like they could do him really well.
Mhm.
But
They're not gonna.
they might. Who knows?
I
Maybe they pull some magic out.
I have some faith.
Yeah.
Some.
I don't think it's gonna be awful. I genuinely don't believe that in my heart. I think they would have to try extra hard to make it awful.
Like the newest one.
Yeah, I think they would
Yeah.
actually have to try really hard to make that bad.
Yeah,
It's
only-
the WandaVision guy. I think. I
mean,
know,
WandaVision was
I
like-
kind of trust that dude. I think he's gonna
Yeah.
do a good job.
Yeah, I mean, he
I
does
love
understand over the top with Agatha, which, yeah, they're fucking
Still not
giving
looking
us
forward to that
series.
one either.
I don't know who.
I'm excited for that one. That one looks fun.
I didn't like
Yeah.
WandaVision, so I don't think I'm gonna like this.
Oh, you probably won't.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Well, from what I've seen of WandaVision, I didn't like it. So
Onigiri.
Wait, how much have you seen? Because I feel like the first 2 episodes are just not what the show.
I feel like the
actually is.
first 2 episodes.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, the first 2 episodes is literally just sitcom, but the rest of it is the actual show.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Onigiri says,
I
yeah,
can't-
let him do the over the top hell. Let him rock up blasting an MF Doom track like he's on some Megamind shit, and in the same scene, let him murk the population of a small town.
Nah,
Yeah.
you see,
Open a movie like
Yeah.
that. Have it be the fucking
issue
coffin
is that-
nails in him about
Marvel's
to
too
just
pussy
rain
to do
hell
that,
on
bruh.
some people. They are. If I directed,
It's
if
like
I
a
was
black guy to do it.
directing, I'm letting that. I'm like, there's got to be MF Doom playing. That's his
Hey,
theme.
petition for yourself to direct the movie's gonna be in. He's probably not gonna be the new one. So
Yeah, probably.
if they're smart, he won't be the new one.
you wouldn't think that for like the MCU Fantastic Four movie, they should have him even be the first villain. It should be someone else. Like
Oh, for sure.
what?
Well,
Other,
I think that I would wait a trilogy. I would actually no. I would make him the villain of the final movie in like a Fantastic Four trilogy. I would build
Kinda
up to
get
him for
you.
3 movies.
I feel like the way to use him is have him be a part of the MCU in some places, or be a problem with other heroes somewhere, but really showcase that it's like, oh yeah, this is not just a regular villain. He's not gonna die like that. He's very much a threat, you know. Like
yeah.
he very much holds his own against these heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they need to like play up the terror of Doctor Doom.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
also kind of
I,
just a goofy name.
Oh,
But I'm
yeah.
realizing it. It's just like
it's a very silly name, but
that's like a
what we
name
love
you
it.
come up with when you're a 5th grader.
And they kept it. That's what,
Professor
at the heart.
Chaos.
Professor K.
You're not like, exactly. It's Professor Chaos level.
Look, 1.5 chill for Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it's not that good. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, for Rise of the
I don't
Silver
know. I mean,
Surfers, yeah,
did
definitely.
you see the Silver Surfer? He did rise.
He did. Yeah, he did. You're right. He did. Let me change that. You're right. He did. Let me change that shit.
He's wrong.
I should have fucking thought of that.
Bro, I was surprised to find out this. I think this movie is PG. Like it's not even a
think it is.
PG-13.
Was it after Shrek? It was
Yeah.
after Shrek, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Weren't they like what was it? The PG-13 need to be more intense after Shrek?
I'm sorry. Did you say Shrek?
Yeah, because Shrek was like a little raunchier, but it was PG, and everyone was like, "Let's be PG." I don't know. I'm remembering something slightly correct, and I don't know if I'm articulating that correctly.
Trying to remember what would be in this movie that would make it PG-13.
I mean, that's it. Well, yeah, that's the thing. There was one moment where Andre Brower's character, rest in peace, was blown into ashes, and they showed his body, like his smeared body.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
That sounds fucked.
Yeah, but this was in 2007, you know, before his passing. Oh my god, Tim's story.
I mean, that's still a fucked up scene, even if he wasn't dead.
Yeah, really. Wait a minute. Chill, what the fuck?
What is this a crazy take? That it's a Power Rangers, but it's not that good. It's fine.
Okay.
Look, man, if you're a Power Rangers fan, you will yourself to at least give it a 3.
No, I don't. That's not in the
That might be-
contract I signed
That
when
might
I
be
said
me
I like
writing.
Power
I don't
Rangers.
know.
That I will myself. No, I get. How about this? The movie should will me to like it more, and then I'll give it a 3.
Bruh, like, I would understand if it was Turbo.
Okay, Turbo's a 1.
Turbo.
Turbo's like really bad. Like Turbo
Bro,
like,
it's actually
kinda
so
sucks.
good, bro.
Excuse me. We don't
Wait.
mention Turbo in this house.
I don't know. Like after, because I'm doing like little like revisitings of Power Rangers. I still agree with this too, just because Mighty Morphing's like fun, but like its storytelling has like some very like big flaws, and it's mostly just like how they write their characters. And in this movie, it's the same flaws in the show. Like they have a lot of focus on Tommy and Kimberly, and then some focus on Billy, and the other 3 can go fuck themselves. Is kind of how they treat them. Like it's really, and it's such a problem because especially what's his name, Rocky, awful Red Ranger. And I'm not gonna be mad at the character. I'm gonna be mad at the writers for writing him in the story because they shouldn't have done that. And then, what's his name, Adam. Even though Adam is great in other seasons, he is not a great Black Ranger for Mighty Morphing. Like, he's good in his reappearances. Here he does nothing, and he feels like an extra a lot of times.
Damn.
And then, I forget if in this movie it's Aisha or Tanya. I forget which one it is.
It's
'cause I know the
Aisha.
switch. Okay, yeah, Aisha. I don't think, does she talk in this movie?
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. She does kind of nothing, and that's sad because I like her.
Damn.
But yeah, but it's fun though. Like the 2 stars are just for like the pure fun, but that only carries it so much. Like fun little silly fights and Ivan Ooze only make it so enjoyable.
It is kind of great. I grew up with this movie, so it really is like I can understand watching it back. It's like if you never watch Power Rangers, this is not the best way to introduce people to it, especially with the fact that the way the movie opens, we're going skydiving. Why?
Rollerblading.
These high schoolers should not be skydiving right now. It's like, okay, like if anything, if you're gonna have a Power Rangers movie, just open on them fighting a monster. Keep it simple, you know.
Right.
But so I can get it. I do get it, and you are right in terms of like how they treated the rest of the Rangers after like Jason and them left, because they did very much become like, oh, they're the other Rangers. They help, but but I don't know.
It's just tragic. I wish I liked it more. I genuinely do.
It's just there are a lot of hype moments because I rewatched like the fight scene at the little construction site like recently, and that shit was so cool. Like that shit was actually pretty good. I'm like, that's some good fight choreography, and it's a kids movie. Like
That is
action
true.
movies don't even have this.
really good choreography.
Like, and then there's just so many cool standout lines. Like, I'm sorry, when Tommy was like, "Welcome to my nightmare," I'm like, shit. Like he's just swinging that little metal piece around, just like telling them, threatening them, like, bro, to say, yeah, my worst nightmare is fighting me. I'm like, shit. Like, come on, bro. That's a hard ass line.
That is true. Okay, Tommy is that nigga, but like we all know that. Like,
Oh,
like
man.
Tommy to go. Tommy to
He
go.
is.
Tommy to go.
Tommy
Yeah.
to go,
I
yeah.
mean, I will say, I do think it's a bummer that like I'll say like the half success of the Mighty Morphing movie, because it was successful. Obviously, they made a sequel, but it wasn't like not celebrated everywhere. And like the failure of Turbo, it is sad that they didn't like consistently make Power Rangers movies.
Yeah.
Because that would have been so fun. Because when they would have gotten to seasons like In Space and Time Force, they would have made genuinely great movies if they kept up that writing quality. They would have killed.
Really.
Like I think they were supposed to make a Time Force movie, but then I think it was around when Saban was selling to Disney near the end of it, so it was like muddy. They were like, let's not put the money in that.
Yeah.
let's make Wild Force.
Yep. Yep. I will. It is interesting to think like when you move from Mighty Morphin and up, the storytelling does get stronger as it goes along. Like, because I do remember like arcs when we get from like say Turbo into space, going into Lost Galaxy. Because I remember the, like for space, I remember the Psycho Rangers, like because I had that on tape. I had that run on tape, and it's like, damn, they make an impression with them. They that was the Green Ranger all over again, but now multiply by 5.
Yep.
I was like,
Amazing.
shit.
Love me some Psycho Rangers.
Like the way they beat the shit out of the Rangers, I was like, oh, and they did it twice. Like keep that in mind, they did it twice. It was like so bad. I think about this one where I think it was like Psycho Pink just like bashing the fuck out of either the yellow or pink ranger, just it's so hard in the chest and shit. I'm like, damn, like just making all the sparks fly off of them.
Yeah,
And
no.
maybe friends.
I think, I'm pretty sure Psycho Pink came back in like Lost Galaxy. Or
Yeah,
maybe-
she did.
Yeah.
Like she was revived somehow. And that was the reason for the team up, which also led to
Yeah.
the Lost
That's the
Galaxy.
Power
Pink.
10.
Hmm?
Yeah. I remember that.
Remember what?
Where the crossover where like
Mm.
what was it called? Andromeda? Was that her name? Andromeda took. She took the Pink Ranger for Lost Galaxy, right?
Yep. Yeah, she did.
Like, it was her.
Yeah. Bro, you know how insane it was to see an actual ranger die in the show?
Oh yeah. That's I can imagine it being shocking watching it live.
It was like, and it's a main ranger, you know? Like, it was the Pink Ranger. I'm like, what the fuck? They killed someone? You can do that? Now, they catch themselves doing some shit where at the end of the show, she's alive. Like, or they bring her back to life somehow. I'm like, okay, guys. Like, I genuinely was like, come on, guys. But whatever. It's a kid's show. You give the kids the happy ending. It would have been stupid. It would have been even stupider if they brought Magna Defender and his son back.
Oh yeah, that would have been dumb.
I still can't get over how they made Magna Defender's son look like a mini him.
Like a little toy.
Basically. Damn, X-Men Last Stand on 1?
Yeah.
Well, that thing sucks, bro.
Ooh. Last
Which
Stand
one's
is
Last Stand again?
That one's
Oh,
the third one.
You think about it. Yeah.
That one's
You
dog
know.
water.
I think that's the weakest one of the trilogy, but I wouldn't say
Easily. Oh yeah, it
Oh.
is. It is the weakest one of the trilogy.
It has moments.
It's not the
that's
weakest
the
one
thing.
ever.
Yeah.
There are ones that are worse.
Ain't that bad. Like, it has moments in it because there's definitely a lot of memorable things that happen in it that's pretty cool. You know, like the fights, they're fun. They're really good. They gave us. Yep, Juggernaut. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Like that
I have
meme
beef
is
with that
still
moment.
gonna live, bro. That
I have
lives
beef with
on
that
forever.
moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, cause it's a little Chilixian story time. So this movie came out, and I was like a little kid, like I was really young, and I used to like, I don't know if you could tell, but I love movies, so I used to quote movies all the time.
Really?
And I used to love that scene, so I would quote it. At like age like 6 or 7, I'd just be like, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch."
Okay.
I would say that often, and at some point, my mom walks into my room, and she's like, "What are you doing?" So I look at her, and with no hesitation, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch," is what comes out my mouth.
Okay.
Immediately, she goes, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oops!" And then I got in trouble. So I had beef with that moment because it got me in trouble.
Did you,
I got myself in trouble.
well,
I
you got
wasn't forced-
grounded
That was
after that?
entirely on you.
I did get well. I was because I just
Yeah,
called my mom a bitch.
you
That's
did
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, nah. I don't know how you.
Well, no,
I
the
don't know how.
Juggernaut called her a bitch.
The thing is, man, I have beef with this move.
Nah. Yeah, I don't know what compelled you to think. Yeah, let me say the word bitch in front of my mom.
I didn't like peep that it was bad yet. I was just like, oh, I don't know. I was young.
Yeah,
I'm a
you
little
must have
stupid.
been like real young, cause shit.
I was. I think it was. I must have been like. I can actually figure out. It was before First Class came out, so I must have been like 6 or 5 or something.
Jeez. Oh my god, I was like, this is 2006. I was 11.
No, in
Jeez.
2006 I was 3. I was not.
Well,
I was
that's
not
when this
saying
came
those
out, I
words.
should say. So
Yeah.
you watched it 2008. I was 13 then.
Damn. A little chill was saying it's craziness. You should have stopped me.
Nigga, how was I supposed to stop you? I didn't even know you existed.
Supposed to figure it out. You should be like, oh, I feel the energy. Let me go.
This nigga. Oh
Let
my
me go
god.
help.
But yeah, Last Stand is one of those things. When I watched it, I saw it in theaters with my family when it dropped. It came out and like, I was into it. You know, I was hyped. I was like, yeah, X-Men and they're finally kicking ass. And then we got Beast, who was actually really cool. And I was on the hype of, you know, X-Men Evolution because that was out by this time. So I was like, yeah, really into them finally making the X-Men do X-Men things. But it came at a cost of a stupid story with a lot of dumb shit happening.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, Jean has the Phoenix, and it's not even that cool. Okay.
They fucked that shit up so bad.
They did. They really did.
Angel's here. He
They fucked that nigga up too.
doesn't do anything. He just liberates himself. He shows up at the mansion and is like, yeah, I'm here. I was like,
That shit is crazy.
how did this not get cut from in editing? Like, I would have looked at this and been like, okay, clearly we just added a character to add a character that didn't amount to anything. So why don't we just cut these scenes? Sorry to the actor, but at the end of the day, these scenes really don't mean anything. Like, because whoever wrote this wasn't thinking.
Yeah, no. It's crazy how this is the only X-Men movie with the original 5 X-Men. With all of the original X-Men. It's the only one.
Jesus
And
Christ.
they don't. It's the only because this is the only one with Cyclops for like 20 minutes, Jean Grey, who's a villain, which is fine, but they fucked it up. Iceman, Angel, and Beast. That's the only movie with all 5 of them. Because Iceman is not in the other ones. And
well, he was in X-Men. No, he was in X-Men. X2.
Days? No, but I mean the other ones after the trilogy, because Beast wasn't in any of them except 3. Well, in the original trilogy, Beast was only in 3. Because I don't think there's another film where we have all 3 of them. I mean, all 5 of them. And it's
no,
this,
technically, Days of Future's past. Technically,
is Angel in that one?
I don't think so.
No, he's not. Yeah, no, he's not in that one.
Damn. They better use them. The MCU. I know we love Storm and I love Storm, but they gotta wait to use her. I think they should wait a bit.
I think they are. I think they're gonna do the Black Panther stuff, but with her or something.
That would be interesting.
That could be, yeah.
I'm
That'd be a good way to introduce her, honestly.
That would be a great way to introduce her.
But to be fair, we don't even know how they're doing mutants because they're just doing something completely different, like off the books entirely.
Bro, that fucking when they had the X-Men theme play in Miss Marvel, I was like, what are you doing?
I was kind of geeked. I can't lie. I was kind of excited. I can't lie.
I mean, it was cool.
I was excited, but I'm just frustrated that we still don't know. Like, I was hoping that in the Marvels there'd be something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it's like, damn, I still don't know.
There was something. There was.
There is, but it doesn't answer.
Something better. Something helpful.
Something to give me more information. There was no more information. I'm just as lost as I was before.
100%. I think since WandaVision, and even though I love WandaVision, since WandaVision, the MCU has been mutant baiting us for like fucking 3 years, and I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting tired.
What was that one mutant movie that they like delayed for like years
New
and
Mutants?
years? Yeah, the New Mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has magic in it, and they sold crazy.
Yeah, I love magic. I only started reading stories of her after I watched that movie, and I was like, oh, she's like cool. I was like, they did it again. They made someone cool look lame. They always do that.
Damn. I never saw New Mutants, but I lost so much interest in it when it's like it just kept getting delayed and kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. I'm like, yeah, okay, y'all, that movie's gonna come out when it comes out. I don't care anymore. whatever that movie turns into when it comes out, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, it was not very good. A lot of those movies aren't very good. I don't like a lot of them.
I think now there's more bad ones, which is
for sure.
depressing.
I think
Yeah.
I don't think there's been I think there's always been more bad ones than good ones. That's my hot take. I don't think there's ever been a time where there's been more good X-Men movies than bad ones.
You're
Mm,
not
I think the closest we
wrong.
got is right after Days of Future Past, but I think that's even. I think that wasn't them being more. I think it's just when they're evened
I don't
out.
even think it was even. I'm not gonna lie.
God
I think it
damn.
added one more, but then that's two good movies.
Oh, jeez. Like First Class
I
and
really don't
Days
like
of
the
Futures
other ones.
Past.
You're going for
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of do agree because the movies are just so far removed from what X-Men is. Like it was too scared to actually embrace like its whole allegory on bigotry. It never wanted. It didn't want to say anything. It didn't want to speak on it, and it doesn't help that it wasn't written by people who would understand bigotry that well. Let's be real. It's just written
The
by.
only
It's
thing they
written by white
nailed
guys.
pretty well was the Professor X and Magneto dynamics were pretty good.
Those
in
were
true.
fun.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
the
it's true.
First Class film or
They did
trilogy,
good.
and
Yeah.
I
even
feel
to
like-
some faint extent in the original movies.
Yeah, part of me feels like the Magneto and Xavier stuff worked first in the first trilogy because of Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart just being really good friends and just having that good chemistry, like
Yes.
on and off screen, you know.
Agreed. Plus, what's it like? Professional theater trained, so they did like those roles really well.
Yeah,
They got real theatrical with them
yeah.
as well as much as they could, which is still a lot. Movie
I
Magneto is
mean-
pretty dramatic, and I like it.
Crazy that he died like 3 times on film. He literally died 3 times.
Magneto?
No,
Great
Xavier.
job, guys. Let's shoot for
Oh,
4.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like Last Stand.
Let's shoot for 40.
Logan and
Logan.
Multiverse of
I'll be right back.
Madness.
Yeah, that Multiverse of Madness one was hard. I can't lie. Niggas is mad
Just
about
had
that
his
shit was
neck
badass.
snapped.
Hard. I think in your own mind though, that's so crazy.
Yeah, really. It's like, damn, you couldn't think of yourself living.
Like that's insane. I love that. I was like, that's hard. That's why I like that movie. I was like, oh, this movie's crazy. This movie's not boring. I was not bored once. I was like, oh shit, what's going
yeah.
on?
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness is definitely like one of the funner MCU movies, I think.
I think it's so fun.
Yeah, there's that one.
I had such a great time with Multiverse of Madness.
I see that
I did
one for
too.
this one.
Yo, I fucking hate Turbo. That shit pissed me off as a kid because I knew the show, and I was like, oh, this is how I'm gonna see them get their powers. I don't know how I figured it out before I watched it, but I definitely did. And I was like, I'm so excited. And I was like, okay. And when Catherine's like, Zero Ranger 5, ping, and then she doesn't morph, I'm like, oh damn. Well, they got him morph in the next 10 minutes. Cut to 40 minutes later when they morph for the first time in the movie.
They didn't morph
wasn't
on the
fun.
ship when they could have used it. They didn't morph like at any other point. They didn't morph when they met up with to get their friends back.
That's what I'm
Ugh.
saying. And they treated Rocky like a bitch.
Yeah,
He kind of is, but like still.
they got
Don't
him
do
the
that.
fuck out of that show, and I'm just like, damn, bro, that's how you got to get
You
him
replace
out.
him with Justin. I don't even hate Justin. I actually kind of like Justin, but they treated Rocky so poorly. They introduced him in Mighty Morphin, made sure he wasn't the leader. His first episode plot was him being addicted to gambling, and then he did nothing, and then he left. Awful character.
That's the thing. I remember that gambling episode too.
That's his first actual plot. Like that's the first thing he does.
That's
he
the
gets
only one I can
addicted.
remember that was focused on him. It's like, damn, that's bad.
Like they're like, who's replacing Jason? He's like, oh fuck, I love gambling. It's like, oh my god.
It's
Oh
like
my God, that's so dumb.
it's so funny because it's just like, damn, they could have at some point they could have just been like, we could just get rid of 3 Rangers and only bring back 2, so that way we can make Tommy the Red Ranger, just because that's clearly what they wanted. Because they had to take a Ranger that was not part of that actual Power Ranger set in the original Super Sentai.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I'm doing a rewatch of some, not a rewatch actually, a first watch of some Sentai. I'm excited to get to what Mighty Morphin skipped over, like Die Ranger, because I want to see like if they actually could have made that shit like work. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, damn, they had those Mighty Morphin suits for too long. They definitely stunk. Definitely some stinky suits.
Yeah, it's funny because Mighty Morphin I think is the longest running season of Power Rangers still.
Should be. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's
Really?
gotta
I
be.
thought Dino Crisis beat it.
Dino Crisis was only one season long, wasn't it? Just like
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Are y'all
I don't
talking
know.
about Dino Thunder or Dino Fury or Dino Charge? Because Dino Crisis doesn't exist.
You know what? I'm more of a Beetleborgs guy.
because you said Dino Crisis and I didn't even think about that. It's like, wait, what the fuck is Dino Crisis?
That's gonna be
now that I
3
think
shows
about-
right now.
I was thinking, because I knew what Dino Thunder is, and I was thinking that's what the image I had in my head. But it's like, yeah, Dan did say Crisis. Oh
I
my
think that's
god.
I think that's a game.
Oh my god.
Dino Crisis. Dino City.
Dino Crisis is its own separate franchise. Yeah, I think that's an old Capcom franchise, if I'm right.
Yeah, no, Dino Crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Capcom.
Yep. Because
crazy.
I remember it was we had like a double pack. We rented that from Blockbuster. Like me and my cousin had. We weren't
You can
supposed
tell
to
it's
be
an old
playing.
Capcom game because they don't make it no more.
It is. We rented it from Blockbuster, but me and my cousin we weren't supposed to be playing M-rated games, so we played it anyway, and it came bundled with this one zombie game that I feel like was Code Veronica, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was Code Veronica, but I didn't know at the time. If I play it again, if I play Code Veronica at some point, that might would tell me.
Dude, I love Code Veronica. That might be my favorite Resident Evil. That might
Dang.
be.
I
I'm
think
not
that's the
even.
next one they're remaking.
I hope so. They've done all the other ones that matter.
That matter.
I mean, is anyone gonna oppose to that?
I mean, I remember trying out Dino Crisis with the bundle and being like, okay, this isn't as. I was actually freaked out by the other game, so I was like playing Dino Crisis. It's like, okay, it's just dinosaurs. I mean, it's a little unsettling, but I could deal with this. But it really was just Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs. So if I'm right, but they kept that franchise going for a minute. If I'm right, I think it had a few sequels.
That's kind of how every game started out as, because they did that with what was it called? Devil May Cry was originally a Resident Evil game, and then they turned it into Devil May Cry. Like it evolved into that.
Yeah, I remember that. Like they started
To
as
be
one game.
100% honest, I do not hate DMC 2013. Don't hate it.
Ooh,
Honestly,
It never was a bad game. It's just,
Yeah, it's not a bad game. It just
was a
sucked.
choice.
Yeah, it's just nobody liked how it redesigned Dante. Like if it was its own thing, people would have loved it because people loved how it played. I remember playing the demo and it was like, yeah, it's fun, but I never actually got it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think it just was a case of like, that's not my Dante. Yeah, you made a really good game, but you fucked up.
Why
Dante.
does he look like that?
Like, why does he look like MGK? Like, why does he look like he's about to get beat down by Eminem?
Fuck rap god, I'm the rap devil.
Please shut up! Please shut up!
The rap devil. Like, he really wanted that moniker. I'm like, do you think people are gonna get behind the rap devil? Like, what the fuck do you think you're doing, dude?
How about you rap better, please? God, shut up.
Talk. That nigga can't rap.
He really can't.
Man got beat out of his own fucking out of the genre, dog.
And now that he
That's
makes
true.
terrible emo rock music. He's going 2 for 2 for bad music. Why?
Making music with fucking Trippy Red. They dropped the album.
That shit was
Oh,
so
yeah.
ass, brother.
I haven't listened to it. I don't know why I would listen to it. So you made a choice though, Taj, and I respect your choice. But I wouldn't do
Sometimes
that.
Trippie Redd can make good music. He hasn't been doing that recently, and it pisses me off.
And you were like, and you were like, oh, it's got to be the one with MGK. It's got to be the one.
No, I just
Well, so
I
why'd you
just
watch it? Is my
that one.
question.
because I'm a person who like even if I don't fuck with nigga or just like or if I'm gonna be like, damn, this is probably gonna be ass. Let me hear it first and just like confirm my stasis. And like I did. That shit sucks.
So I can show you any album and you'll listen.
Hey, whoa. Okay.
So-
Limits.
Oh, okay.
There's
Okay,
band
got it.
rules.
So you're. Oh, got it. Interesting.
Uh,
Okay. I'll keep it in mind.
it's specifically more for rap. Like, I'll do that shit for rap if you want to give it to me. Case in point, I'm not gonna listen to country, and I'm not gonna listen to White Devil,
I'm gonna
White
check.
Devil.
Taylor Swift, aka the White Devil.
Oh, I thought you meant Tom McDonald. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the other White Devil, but like, I can't be redundant. You know what I
Tom
mean?
McDonald's kind of like actually evil though.
That
Like
nigga
he's kind of
sucks.
like actually evil.
Yeah, he's evil. I also think Taylor Swift is evil too. Like,
I won't stop you. I have no stakes.
Oy, fucking Tom McDonald. I don't know what hole that nigga crawled out from.
no, that shit crazy. Let me see what movies we got on here.
What can I judge?
Welcome to what?
Ooh, someone thinks Paddington is just as good as Spy Kids 2.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Diary of a
Was
Wimpy
that-
Kid might be peak family movie, bro. On
Hey,
everything.
man, those are graded on very different scales. Okay, there's
just
the
saying.
nostalgia, and then there's the it's they're like over 10 years apart. They just
I'm not
can't
gonna
even be
lie.
compared.
I unironically think you should have rated Diary of a Wimpy Kid higher.
Here's what-
The movie live action.
Yeah, live action. Like, I think the first three movies are like
Which one's the one that's like,
Unironically,
don't
really
call
good.
me. We're
that's
done.
the first one. That's the first one.
Oh, I
Don't-
thought that was the second one.
No,
I think I have the second
no.
one rated higher because I thought that was that one.
Roger Poole is also really good too, but like that scene with fucking Riley and Greg where Greg's a piece of shit and being like, yeah, no, I framed that shit on you. He's like, you're not my friend. You're a bad friend. Don't call me. Don't come to my house.
My
Nigga, that shit
Oh my
you should have won
God.
an Oscar, bro. Like
That
come
shit
on.
hit, bro.
That shit
That
hit.
shit hit.
That shit was crazy. I
Oh,
saw
you see that
scene,
quote?
I
That's
was
one of my
like, damn.
favorite quotes in all of cinema.
Nah,
From
bro. Like
Steve Buscemi, bro.
Raleigh went
niggas
home.
do
you
not
think
understand.
God stays in heaven because he still lives in fear of what he's created.
That
That's
too is also a
Spy
bar,
Kids
bro.
I mean, we
That
kind
shit
of
is
proved that
peak.
quote right when you think about it.
That
But
shit
niggas
is
do
peak.
not understand the like
It's a good
the
quote.
fallout between like a really good friend, bro. When you don't fuck with that nigga no more, it's like, damn, bro, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, fallouts like that can be rough, especially the way they did it. Is like it needed to happen because it's like that motherfucking dude, that kid was fucked up. I keep
Yeah,
forgetting
no,
his name.
Greg
Yeah,
was
no, if
Greg
I'm
was a
Riley,
piece of
Greg
shit.
gotta die.
Yeah, nah, and like I think the movie does like a really good job of showing that, like, damn, bro, Greg, you fucked up. Like, that nigga is having a time of his life without you. Like,
Oof.
Call me. Don't come near my house.
it's so funny.
Jeez.
It's so funny.
Yeah, Spy Kids. I haven't rewatched. Well, no, we did kind of rewatch Spy Kids 2.
Is it bad that the one that
Okay,
I
well, did we? Are we gonna call that rewatching?
Yeah.
It was on the TV as we were doing other things.
Yeah, that's what we really gotta call it. It was on, but we weren't really
Yeah, we weren't watching it.
So,
Calling it a rewatch is insane. We rewatched some stuff. Spy Kids 2 is not one of them.
yeah, but it's definitely one of those movies that's like, I don't know. I feel like I think the less of when it comes to Spy Kids, the Spy Kids trilogy. Like the third one is atrocious, but it's got enough in it to make me remember it, and I watched it a lot of times as a kid. I don't know why.
Atrocious, really?
It's because it's visual.
Ugly?
It's such a visual
Yeah.
eyesore.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. It is so ugly.
Ugh. Like, but Spy Kids 1, it started everything, and I don't know, when we get to 2, it feels too, I don't know, part of me feels like it's a little too in between of everything, even though it's like clearly better than the third one.
Oh yes.
But I don't know.
Do you think 2 is better than the first one?
Nah.
Damn,
yeah.
that's interesting.
I mean, I think I like 2 because it does have a lot of cool stuff happening in it. But I think the first one was just more felt grounded. Whereas 2 is when they really say, "Oh, we're really just getting goofy now." A little. Well, 3 is where it gets to that level, but 2 is like, okay, they're starting to get more into that. But it's Robert Rodriguez. He goes extreme.
That's true. That's true. I feel like the first one I like because I remember watching the second one a lot because I had a DVD of it. I didn't have a DVD of the first one, so I'd watch that a lot. So I'd get used to it. So I was used to the idea that the Spy Kids were around that age. So the first one now to me seems really odd. Like to me, they're too young because I'm not used to that. Like I'm used to them being like a little older. So I'm like the first one just feels like a test run. The second one feels like the real deal.
I can actually get that. Like, part of me did get to a point where it's like I did more associate them older than I did them when they were younger from the first one. So it did get to a point of just like, oh, I'm only visualizing them from 2 and up versus the first, because they're so drastically different in the first one.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's not bad. I don't think any of them are.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Spy Kids 3 is good, but I don't like hate it.
It's not great, only because
I don't know if I'm
video
bored by it.
gamey
I
ass
haven't
movie.
seen
I
it.
kind of like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was entertaining when I watched it. I haven't seen it in so long, and I don't think I can ever see it like how I watched it because I don't have my 3D glasses anymore. So sad.
Hey,
You watched
Now I can't
In
experience
Time?
that greatness.
I did. I watched that at a dollar theater with my grandmother. She would take us to the dollar theater very, very like often, and we would just see the most random movies. Now, granted, I haven't seen the movie since then, so my score is reflective of that experience. And I remember watching it, and there's like a part at the end, like, lucky spoiler, but like it was a part at the end because I get in the movie, they have like time on their like wrists, and time is like a currency. It's almost like a crypto, and like it goes up, goes down, fluctuates, and you spend it if you want to buy a drink. You use your time, get a drink, whatever. That's how the world works. And then there's like a point at the end of the movie where the girl he's in love with, she's like running out of time, and he's like running to go like give her some of his time, and then like they're like running to meet each other in the middle, and I think she dies or something like that, and doesn't end up working out. But I don't know. I just remember that scene being dope as fuck, and that's the only thing I remember from the entire movie. It's the only thing.
I always saw like the marketing for it when it dropped, and I was like, that's a premise, like, because I didn't know, because I was just thinking on the logical scale of like, how does that world really work? Because I feel like you're basically killing yourself as you keep spending your time, and you have to eat, right? And even though they make you spend your time to be able to get food, so you're just draining yourself.
Yeah, the economy is
eat.
Weird. Because how do people make more time?
Exactly. That's the other question. Like, do you start at a very, very high number and it just keeps whittling down as you keep spending on things?
I think that's how it started. I think that's how it is. I don't know. I don't know. I might revisit and see if it holds up to modern scrutiny, but
yeah. See, I am number 4.
That's another dollar theater movie. That movie, I remember watching it and being like, yo, this movie's good as fuck.
Yeah.
But now when I look at it, I'm like, nah, this shit's mid. But like at the time, I think I was probably like, what year is it's 2011? I was like 13 or 14. I was like, yo, this movie's fire. It's just like some like, I don't know, wish fulfillment BS. Like,
yeah, it kind of falls into that. I haven't seen it since it dropped, like in 2011, and that was like, damn, I was 16 or I might have been 16 or 15 around that time. Oof. And it felt like a start of the year movie because it came out around the start of the year.
It was like January, February or something like that.
So, but I remember having fun with it enough to be like,
I definitely had fun. I had a good ass time.
Yeah. Like, it didn't feel too typical of like those teen romance fantasy movies. But
Mm-hmm.
it is a case of like it's been so long that I gotta rewatch this because I think I was like because I actually like this story element of it. And I thought, oh, I want to see where this goes. I want to see what the story turns into. But
Yeah, I remember being impressed that there was no sequel. I was like, where the fuck is the sequel?
exactly,
Because it kind of ends with like a setup.
like they supposed to ride off to find the others, if I'm right, to try to like prevent them from being killed or
something
so.
like that.
Ugh. I think I saw The Room, but that's not here anymore. Ah, shit.
I think I got both rooms. I got The Room and Room on there somewhere.
Let's see. Damn. Yeah, the last Hunger Games 1.5.
Bro, I hated that shit, bro. I hated it. Like, especially like the first Hunger Games was like that was another dollar theater movie. Went in with no expectations. I was like, what the fuck is Hunger Games? Why are you like? All I knew was Hunger Games was Minecraft. That's what I knew. So I was like, what the fuck is this? So then we went to go see it, and I was like, yo, this movie's actually dope. And then I locked in. I watched the second one. Catching Fire was dope as hell too, and I was like, okay, this franchise might be cooking. Then Mockingjay Part 1 came out, and I was like, I don't know about this. And Part 2 came out, I was like, yeah, this is ass. I'm done. Yeah. The new one that just came out was not bad though. I have issues with that one too, but that one wasn't bad. So I might be back in. I don't know.
The new one, I think it was like, well, that was, I don't know. I kept feeling like, oh,
the romance didn't work for me at all.
Yeah, nah. I was like, I don't care for this romance. I did not care for him having a love. I don't know what that.
It should have been 2 movies. That was it was way too rushed. Because like he like becomes Snow in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. He does. Like, there's no real proper pacing of everything. It just kind of, he gets his heart broken and decides, I'm becoming Snow. I'm now going to become the president and everything. I'm like, huh?
So abrupt.
Like, I don't know what they really wanted to convey here, but it's like, it felt so dragged out. It's like, what's happening? Why did this, and it still was like a question mark of, why does this need to exist exactly? Like, really? Like,
that's why they're making another one. Money.
Yep.
She's double speeding the book out just so they can make another one right now.
Oh man. Like, I mean, great. Susan's getting her money, but wait a minute, you gave us a 2,
bro. Yeah. I didn't like it, man.
God,
that movie. Maybe I'm just watching it wrong, but like I started putting logic to it, and I was like, this shit doesn't make any sense. And more I kept thinking about it, I was like, I just don't like how nothing makes sense.
What logic were you putting to it?
Like how are these people all underground controlling people? It doesn't make like everyone. It just didn't make any sense. Like I just like
no, they're not exactly controlling. They're a failed experiment to try to control people, but it ended up going in reverse where they only were puppeted in the opposite direction. Like they were being the puppets to the people on the surface. So the experiment was a failure, and they just stopped doing it.
So how many people were down there? Give or take.
Since they made a copy of just about everyone, it's like everyone, and they breed.
That's what I mean. That's crazy.
But they breed. Well, yeah, but they breed just like everyone else. And as the movie made it clear, it's like, yeah, it's horrific how they do it because it's not exactly. I forget the way the story was that she got switched. But
yeah, I don't know. There was just some, like, whenever I would try to ground the movie in logic, I was like, this movie's offering answers that don't make sense to me, and I couldn't stop thinking about that. So when the movie was trying to have me just like be entertained by the horror stuff, it just wasn't. It was taking me out of the movie. Whenever I get taken out, it's hard to bring me back in. But I mean, I like Jordan Peele. I like Nope a lot. I like I really like Nope. That's one of my. I think I get that was like a 4.5 or a 5. That movie feels like it was made for me.
Hmm.
And then I also like Get Out, but Us was a miss for me. I did not like that movie. But
Dang.
I like that scene at the end, the little with the music and her dancing and stuff. I was like, that's kind of dope. But it just, I don't know, it just didn't work.
Mm. Eh. I mean, I can kind of understand it because Us is one. It's more of Jordan's. It's when Jordan Peele finally says, "Okay, let me be a little weird now. Let me show you something a bit more out there," and so it is a case of it takes a little more to get into with what the ideas it's going for, especially with such a crazy concept of like cloning and somehow having invisible puppetry going on in a weird sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do enjoy its sense of like suspense with everything because you're just left in this whole space wondering, what is this? What's happening? Why is this?
But that's another thing. The father character was also a little too goofy for me. Like I feel like this movie tried to be too comedic. Like it didn't know if it wanted to be comedic or really scary. Like it was kind of, I didn't think it did a great job at balancing the two. It just was kind of like flip-flopping.
I mean, I can't get that. Makes a little sense too because there's also the fact that the monsters aren't that strong. They're just regular humans, but
Yeah.
incompetent now. But it is kind of like I can get the sense of whiplash when it comes to the comedy and the horror, just because it's like abrupt. Like the biggest offender probably being the "fuck the police" scene.
Yeah, very well
like,
acted though. Very well acted movie.
Oh yeah. Everyone was like on point in this movie. Everyone did great. Ugh. It was like 2. Ooh. Guess we can probably do one more. Let's see, what's a good one to talk about? Oh, any of y'all seen Barbarian?
Oh yeah, you're not gonna like my take on that one. I did not fuck with Barbarian.
No, I have not seen that shit.
Nope.
Trying to think. I'll say it's definitely it's a pretty good horror movie. I really like that one. What's some y'all see?
I'm looking. Damn. I'm trying to find one that I disagree with.
Shuffle.
The Blackening, is that horror movie?
Yeah, that's the one with the.
Where they're in the cabin?
Yeah.
Okay. What were your thoughts on that? Because I watched that, so I could definitely talk about it.
I thought it was pretty fun, honestly. Like, I know it's a case of they get a little. It is a goofy, like, sort of spoof type. Well, not even really a spoof, but a sort of satire on like those horror movies where they go into a cabin, things start going wrong, but just now with a black cast and they're actually playing into the whole. Yeah, black people don't make these dumb decisions that white people do in these horror movies. Like, I actually did like that them showcasing that it's like, hey, if black people were in this situation, they would stick together properly because they know, yeah, you don't run off by yourself, you don't do this or that but alone. Like you got to stay together, you got to stick together to be able to fight off the bad guys. And part of me feels like the bad guys in this should have been, or at least the guys murdering people probably shouldn't have been or the big dudes, like the big white dudes pretending to be the murderer, like they shouldn't have been so incompetent.
Okay.
Like if they were, like maybe just show them be a little bit better at their jobs, just a little bit, because it's like, damn, it's like, okay, yeah, that it's pretty easy for y'all to get away from these idiots. But
okay. That's interesting.
I thought it was a pretty good black horror movie.
Yeah, I also liked it. I also liked it. I think the comedy was pretty good, but I also think the horror was like actually like good horror.
Hmm.
Like if you actually like think about it, like not so like much in like the jump scares, but in
Yeah.
just like the thought of like, oh, this is a scary situation. Like
Mm.
if I'm with like a bunch of my black friends and like there's like two white people trying to kill us and we don't got guns, oh, nigga, I'm scared. Nigga, I'm terrified. Like fuck. So that shit is scary. But yeah, I thought it was good. I remember I watched it was me, one of my friends who is black, and then the three white people who were in the room. We had a great time. I think they were uncomfortable. I don't care though.
Jeez.
I thought it was good though. I think, yeah, I do think the comedy maybe was a bit much. I feel like it did very much feel like a spoof, and I don't know if that's what I was expecting when I came into it. I low-key thought it was gonna be like actual horror and not just like a joke, which
Yeah.
it kind of is.
Yeah, it definitely is one of those things where it's like they knew people like black. I feel like they knew black folk are gonna watch this and they are gonna expect some comedy, especially with the name like The Blackening.
Yeah.
So, but I think they do balance it really well, especially when the comedy does rely on the characters and their personalities just clashing with each other. I think that like it feels a bit more organic funny versus like, oh no, they're really pushing hard for these gags to work.
Yeah.
I will say I
For
like
sure.
the black telekinesis they were doing.
Yeah, that that was pretty funny. Damn. Yeah, I think this plus I think there needs to be more movies where it's like about I'm trying to think how many movies are explicitly about like have like black in the title and are about like are mostly about being black that aren't like comedies or like historical dramas. Am I forgetting some? I'm like I can't think of many.
Like that has black in the name, but it's
Yeah, like around or it's like super about being black, but that isn't a comedy or a historical drama. I guess the title thing doesn't really work. I think that's pretty limiting, but
yeah. I mean, there's Dope. If y'all ever
True.
seen Dope,
true. I have
that
seen
one's
Dope.
actually
Yeah.
talking about the
Dope
black
is
nerd
fun.
experience and having to be
Yeah.
growing up in the hood.
Yeah, no, I watched Dope. That shit was kind of interesting. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Dope is definitely one.
What other thing?
There's got to be more.
They cloned Tyrone just recently.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I've only seen half of it. Me and D'Angelo and Tariq watched half of it, but we never finished it. So I gotta get to that. I gotta finish it at some point. But there is that one.
It looked interesting.
You said more about the black experience, right?
Yeah, just like just about being black. I guess it doesn't. I guess I also am just limited to like African American experience. There's probably some about like being like black in other places that aren't America or like being from Africa. There's definitely some in those. I'm just not thinking of many, and I'm like, damn, a lot of them are comedies or like historical movies.
Yeah, usually, but I think it's starting to get change up now or get better where they're starting to realize, oh yeah, we can tell black stories that aren't just a comedy or one particular genre now, thankfully.
Yeah.
I'm hearing some stuff about the show Supercell, but I haven't checked it out yet. Or Supercell.
It looks interesting. Yeah, it looks I saw it I don't know where I saw like a trailer for it, but it does look interesting.
Yeah. With that, we can sign off. And,
oh shit.
Yeah.
Bye bye chat.
What?
Yeah.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
This is stream, Dan. Where else?
Oh.
Sign off from the stream, yes. I want to thank y'all for joining me for this and sending y'all letterboxes and sharing y'all opinions on the movies. This is always fun to do. Some of y'all who sent wheelchair symbol, you got some shit to work out, bro. you got to work some shit out, man. Like them ratings, you got to work on those. Cause damn. But
agreed.
But yes, this is always fun to do. Glad y'all join us for these every week, and I'm glad y'all look forward to them, and I look forward to hosting them. But with all that said, thank y'all for watching, and always remember, it's just a thought.